What is Battlecourt Jai-Alai? The world's fastest ball sport, and so much more. Jai-Alai is played inside a 3-wall court that measures just 120 feet long by 33 feet wide. The game is played with a hand-woven wicker basket called a cesta and a Jai-Alai ball. The ball is as hard as a rock, and it travels around the court at an average speed of 150 miles per hour. Players will crash into the sidewall or throw themselves onto the concrete ground without a single layer of padding just to get to it. Jai-Alai is like playing baseball if you had to catch and throw with just the gloved hand. And it's a rally sport, kind of like tennis, but much more dangerous.
Manny, there's a carom. Bradley on the move, breaking. He got there. Blast the forehand. Everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit by the ball.
Jai-Alai is played as a singles match or as a doubles match. The match winner is the first player or doubles pair to win 2 out of 3 sets played to 6 points.
Gaucheri up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop!
What an amazing
by Douglas.
catch.
Gaucheri picks it up in the front court, whips it inside.
Right, another
one.
mate. Did it
He
again.
made it.
2 times back to back. That's freaking crazy.
Here's Gaucheri, 2-wall return. Douglas reaching outside. Powerful forehand at the feet is missed for the
Point,
win.
set, and match.
Point, set, and match.
That's
Douglas.
respect.
Every point rally begins with a serve, then the players alternate catching and throwing the ball. While a point is being played, the ball can hit any of the court walls, but it cannot bounce twice on the ground. Simply put, the object of the game is to catch one more ball than your opponent, or better yet, to fire the ball so it can't be caught. When a player cannot successfully return the ball to the front wall, then 1 point is awarded to the opposition and the next rally begins with a new serve. A Battlecourt game day consists of 6 matches, and the team that wins the most matches wins the day. Pick your favorite team, doubles pairing, or singles player, and cheer for them all season long. Or up the ante and bet on it. Battlecourt Jai-Alai allows for wagering on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. The ball is lethal, the game is lightning fast, and the action is limitless. This is Battlecourt Jai-Alai.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Battlecourt Jai-Alai. Tonight's game day will feature the Warriors and Renegades. And with that, I'd like to welcome everybody back to another edition of the Spring 26 Battlecourt season. I'm Andrew Blackman, joined alongside Stu Nyman to bring you tonight's contest between the Warriors and Renegades, beginning right here with Division II doubles. That'll bring out Alex and Manny. And Gaucheri and Arta. There's a serve by Alex. We're right into it.
We begin today's match, our first match, with a fault over serve. Second serve must be good. Here's the backhand by Arta. Low runner, hard to the inside. Manny's there. Backhand by Arta from the 9. Robote, that's the rebound off the back wall. Gaucheri puts it to the inside. Manny stops it from crossing the side wall. Here's Manny from the 10 line to the inside. Arta on the catch. Ball tipped by Manny. First point goes to the Renegades. Gaucheri and Arta. Hi, Andrew. I didn't get a chance to say hi.
Stu, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Got this weird cough. Weird for me, anyway.
No, but you sound good. I didn't hear it before, but hopefully don't get that.
Yes, we try to keep it off the microphone as much as possible. That's what it means to be a professional highlight announcer, my friend.
And It starts with Stu Nyman, of course, in that department.
No, many before me. Here's the catch by Manny, backhand to the inside. Arta pumps one on the left. Manny's there. Rabote comes on a high bounce. Splitter.
Out the corner.
Stopped by Gaucheri. Costello. Caught by Manny at the 9. Arta from the forehand, deep in the backcourt. Manny on the bounce. Great catch at the back wall. Manny again from the forehand. Forehand by Manny, crosses the side wall. What a scoop by Arta. Beautifully done. Rabote by Alex to the inside. Gaucheri cuts it off backhand. Back to the inside. Tell you, Andrew, Manny's just been spot on as far as really making some great stops in the backcourt.
Yeah, well, matches like this, when you got a lower ranked or higher ranked front quarter up there, it's going to come down to backcourt play most of the time to see if Arta or Manny can be more sure-handed here in the back.
Beautiful catch by Arta at the side wall. Manny's there. That's a beautiful pickup by Manny on the bounce. Gaucheri has it. He winds up, sends it to pass. It passes. Rabote comes to the left side of Alex, play to the inside. Here's the backhand by Manny. Manny again, this time from the 10 line. Gaucheri's calling for this Rabote. That clipped the side wall, lands out of play. 1-1, we're all tied up. Alex serves for the Warriors. Reminder of the scoring here in Battlecourt. First team to reach 6 points wins the set. First team to win 2 sets wins the match.
A really well-played point there by all 4 players. Again, Alex figure that he's going to benefit from this court, and you're seeing that right side open up early.
Gaucheri did pick the serve. Inside placement, read and stopped by Manny. Here's the catch and returned by Arta.
The Warriors read that so well. That is not how Gaucheri typically throws those inside.
Powerful backhand. Stopped by Manny at the 10 line. Rabote to the inside. Manny makes the catch from the 8 line. Into the corner the ball goes. Rabote comes low. Alex makes the save. Gaucheri midcourt. Cortada. Stopped by Alex and a beautiful catch on the left side. That ball carries high and deep to the backcourt. Gaucheri sends this one. It took off and hit the overhead screen, which is out of play. 2 points for Alex and Manny. Alex serves.
Well, I mean, there was a ton of space and room for Gaucheri to swing that forehand Rabote about as hard as he wanted to. Hasn't probably had as good of an opportunity in his time here at Jam Arena. And just sent it a little too high and ultimately kicked up and out of play.
Fault, underserve. Battlecourt rules allow for a second serve. Second serve must be good. Gaucheri picks the serve. Costello to pass.
That'd be a good one.
Found the Chula. Does not come out. 2-2. Gaucheri serves for the Renegades.
Again, for those just joining us this week, the biggest difference between the court we used to see and this one here is the ability to score in the backcourt from up here in the front. See, Gaucheri tries to find the Chua, spot where the back wall and the floor meet. Okay, don't need to throw it perfectly. It will kick off that back wall.
Doesn't have to roll out. Just
Shoot straight down. That's the intent, and well done there to tie it back up.
Here's Manny on the backhand to the inside. Wall to wall from the left side. He goes. Robote for Gaucheri. Alex reaches out. Forehand. Cortada rifled and stopped by Gaucheri. Arta on the backhand. Powerfully thrown. Gaucheri now from the 8 line on the right side. Manny takes it in the air. Ball tipped at the side wall. A 3rd point for Alex and Manny of the Warriors. Alex serves.
It just complicates the catch a little bit more when you involve that side wall. I mean, Gaucheri, one of the best that we have on this roster, particularly with that left side catch rate too. And again, it's just right off the tip, makes it 3-1, gives the lead right back to this Warriors team.
Ball over serve. 2nd serve must be good. Times like this where you wonder if Gaucheri is looking for that 2nd serve. Alex is going to take anything off of it. He didn't take anything off of it.
He fired that one in.
That 2nd serve is good. Here's the backhand. Manning from the backcourt on the left side. Into the corner it goes. Robote left side by Alex. Arimada with a big bounce brought in by Arta. Arta now from the 9 line. Backhand to the inside. Manny's there. Robote by Alex. Gaucheri gets in there, takes the ball on the hop. Excellent catch by Manny overhead. Plays it high to the front wall. Arta's there. Manny reaches out. Forehand play. Back to the inside. Arta from the 8 line. That ball's going to the corner. Manny stops it. Ball tipped in the backcourt. That'll tie us up at 3-3 in the 1st set. Gaucheri serves for the Renegades.
Look, it's the balance of a backcourter, and they got to know their role. When do you reach into that sidewall and try to pick one, or you let it come out to the Robote? I mean, that's totally up to the backcourter, and Manny, with years and years of experience, he knows when he feels that ball's going to drop into the Chula. Had to go for it. That's just a difficult catch back there. A good throw by the Renegades to trap him deep and tie it back up.
Powerful serve by Gaucheri. Picked up on the forehand of Manny. Manny now from the 10 line, left side. Arta's there. Alex will keep this one on the forehand. Beautiful catch by Arta, deep in the backcourt. Manny keeps that one inside. Arta pulls it off the wall. Gaucheri, powerful backhand. Alex reaches up, forehand, played back, not passing, caught by Arta. Backhand to wall, hits the pad, and the pad is bad. A 4th point for Gaucheri and Arta. Gaucheri serves.
Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty good sign for the Renegades if Alex is shooting a backhand too. Well, number one, you like him playing it on his left side, and number two, that's just a low percentage shot and not really one that you see him go for all too often.
Seems to be working. I mean, I would, of course, defer to Robote Analytics, but it seems to be working less. I mean, I know that it's been tried less.
Right, I was just going to say.
Working less here.
We've only seen a few attempts, maybe a handful, 5, and I don't know if any one of them have scored.
Manu scored
just
with it.
one.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah. Here's the backhand by Manning.
They had a tough weekend. Well, next week we'll make that his project. We'll get some backhand two-wall stats. Maybe some more data this week.
Oh, what a catch by Arch at the 10 line. That was beautifully played. Now that random stat was like had dust on it. My brain, it was like squeaking its way to the front of the class saying, please let me out. I think I have one scored. That ball floating.
Cleared. Wow, what a
Gaucheri, great eye. Saves the rebote on the left side. Here's the backhand by Manny. To Arta. Arta on the backhand from the 8. Manny reaches out. Forehand over the top. Caught on the forehand of Gaucheri. Powerful throw by Gaucheri. Stopped in a beautiful catch. Alex now back at the 8 line. Rebote, the rebound off the back wall, played on the forehand of Alex. Kicks up, so does Gaucheri. He makes the play. Manny off the wall. Backhand, wall to wall from the left side. Rebote to the 6th line. Caught in the air on the return by Manny. Manny again, this time from the 9, that clipped. Put on the forehand of Arta. Arta loses his footing, but gets the forehand off in time. Big bounce brought down by Manny. Alex powerfully to the inside. Arch is there. That ball's going to the corner. Stopped again by Manny. Sends this one high. Arta makes the play. Gaucheri playing deep. Back at the 8 line. Here's Alex from the 8. Gaucheri from the 7 to the inside. From the back wall to the rebote of Alex. Play to the inside. Beautiful catch by Arta. Manny's there. Arta on the catch. Keeps it high. That's going to the backcourt, and Manny plays it on the forehand. Rebote save by Gaucheri. Alex sets.
Chance.
He's got it.
Oh,
The drop
boy.
shot to the inside caught the pad, and the pad is bad. A 5th point for Gaucheri, and Arta of the Renegades, possible set point.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting with this new court. While there has, you know, obviously more space and total area to score out there, guys are just, again, more reluctant to shoot it. There's not as many opportunities off the rebote. I mean, look at Gaucheri. It's all the way at the net. Arta was stepping up, reading that drop shot, and still we got guys throwing that ball into the pad. Shows you just how much of a threat Gaucheri is up there with his foot speed, and Arta, they know Alex very well. They read it and forced that miss.
I always thought that Gaucheri translated as threat. Fault over serve. Second serve must be good. That's a joke.
In some language, it does.
That's a joke. I mean, it probably means peaceful flower or something like that with my luck. It's the truth of the matter is that, you know, he's a monster on the court, but in person, you know, quiet, thoughtful guy.
Oh, absolutely. Great leader, great teammate, too.
Definitely. Here's the backhand by Manny. Caught by Gaucheri. Backhand from the 7 line. That's going inside. Manny makes the play. Big right side by Gaucheri. Goes to the outside. Alex goes to the outside. Arch has got this on the bounce. Scoop. And the backhand. Arta moves to the outside. Makes the play on the forehand. That's high. Does not pass Manny. Manny from the right side at the 9. Gaucheri playing deep. Sends it deep. Rebote's kicking out. Alex makes this play. Inside placement will score for Alex. The Warriors hang on here with 4 points still possible. Set point for Alex and Manny.
Well, a good adjustment this time, too. I mean, he's throwing it pretty deep, back at about the 6 line, but Gaucheri takes off to the outside, expecting the 2-wall Arta all alone. You know, that wasn't the best drop shot we've seen. It didn't put it just above the pad, and still Arta couldn't get up there before the second bounce.
Powerful, powerful serve by Alex. Robote on the wall. Alex hooks it. Point and set to Gaucheri and Arta of the Renegades. They win the first set, 6-4. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back out, play our next set.
Yeah, and getting back to the point about shots, so I think before these guys were so conditioned to throw the perfect shot because there wasn't as much space to score, that now you see the first couple of weeks, you got guys throwing it in the pad, throwing it out. I don't know if you'll be seeing as many of those mistakes as we move through the season, because, you know, we've seen overall this year from our friends at Robote Analytics telling us, I mean, the kills are up, the kill rates are up, everything in terms of the shots are surprisingly up so far this season. But it's just going to come with time. You expect that to just continue to increase throughout the year.
Based on the conversation that I had earlier, I'm thoroughly surprised. And
For sure.
And not that we're, talking about things, behind the teacher's back, but the truth of the matter is that as a general rule, these conversations are held separately, typically, which is the way that I think that they should be, because I look at things from one perspective and you look at things from an entirely different perspective, both of which are at least of equal value. And I do sincerely believe that. You're watching Battlecourt live from the Jam Arena in Miami, Florida. The Renegades going up against the Warriors. The first set of our first match of the game day goes to the Renegades.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to check it out, folks, I mean, our guy Ethan does great work with the Battlecourt briefing.
Does he know that I appreciate his work?
He does.
He
I told him,
that,
I said,
right?
sometimes with Stu, it doesn't, but trust me, I talked to Stu off air, and he appreciates the work you do.
Definitely, Ethan. You do a fantastic job at stuff that some other people have never touched. I appreciate it.
So you can subscribe yourself, battle-court-briefing.beehive.com. That's the place you want to go. Yeah, but spelled a little differently. BEEHIIV. So forget about the E at the end and add an extra I in Beehive there, Stu. But then you can check it out. You can subscribe yourself via email, and then you can get these newsletters right in your inbox whenever they are available. And this week, Ethan put out a great stat breakdown about some of the differences between what we saw previously and the first week here at Jam Arena. Great stuff about, throws by division, kills by division, and just some general league-wide rates that have either increased or decreased with this transition here to Jam Arena. But the one thing he noted is kill rates, I mean, way up. And I said, if you're seeing that in week 1, as these guys are still getting adjusted to the court, the ball, all these bounces, that's only going to increase more. So it's kind of some pretty good things to come here in this Battlecourt season.
Ready to begin our second set. Alex has the serve for the Warriors. A powerful serve comes through the box. Here's the backhand. Manny picks it up on the high scoop on the back wall. Great play. Powerful forehand. Oh, my, what a catch by Manny. Manny, big bounce carom. Gaucheri all the way outside, all the way back, crossing the wall. What a catch by Manny.
Tough one.
Arta calls for the play. Caught way above his head on the left side. Alex is there, right up the middle. Arta makes the catch. Here's Manny from the 8 line. Gaucheri straight to the corner, out to the Robote. Gustavo 2-0, stop by Alex. Carambola by Alex comes off the sidewall perfectly to score. Alex and Manny of the Warriors first up in the second set. Alex serves.
Well, there's Gaucheri going for that Costado 2-all, trying to beat Alex out to the net. Look at this foot speed. Alex is inside, just kind of lays up the Robote. He's moving the entire way. I don't even think he breaks stride. Look at the stop, and then a vicious cortada. Look at how low this stays when it hits the sidewall.
See, this is one of the many things that are changing in these top-level players like Gaucheri. I mean, how could Gaucheri not trust his Costado 2-all?
Right.
Well, against Alex, against Urrutia, against some of these other guys, it's just a little bit different.
Absolutely, Stu.
his coastie hasn't gotten any worse. It's just, it's a question of efficacy. Here's the catch by Arta. Here's the backhand. Robote for Alex, played on the left side. Kosheri looking for the Robote, moves to the outside well, following the ball. Manny over the top, looking for the bounce. Kosheri cuts it off. Backhand from the 6.
You're already seeing some more aggressive play from Kosheri, particularly off the bounce in the front court. We didn't see that the first week, but as he's figuring out the catching, he's more aggressive and getting in there.
You're absolutely correct. It's a question of both comfort and also recognizing that the less you allow this ball to bounce off surfaces, the better chance you have of doing something you want with it. Yeah. Here's a catch by Arta. Good run and a powerful backhand that is caught by Manny. Alex makes the save. Ball's in play to the outside. Oh, what a catch by Alex. Cortada will score. 2 points for Alex and Manny. For the Warriors, Alex serves. Alex's right side is just so dangerous. I mean, it's dangerous on every court that he plays, but it's specifically dangerous here.
Yeah, I mean, all Alex can do with that is turn it into a 2-wall. Kosheri, I mean, just missed one, so he tries to play it
to pass him, and look who's there. Alex reaches up and snags it.
Just a big miss, and Alex makes him pay. 2-0 Warriors here to open up set 2.
Manny on the backhand from the 8 line. Arta pulls it off the wall. Kosheri calling for the Robote. Plays it firmly from the 7 line. Manny down low. Here's the backhand from the 9. Catch by Kosheri. Oh, what a difficult catch by Kosheri. Great ball control. Here's Manny with the blind catch and the carom that lands in and scores. Bold choice by Manny, paying off. 3 points for the Warriors here. Alex and Manny. Alex serves.
Well, that's such a smart throw by Manny. So look at where he is. He's backing up. He knows that he's not going to get a ton of power on this right side, and Kosheri's thinking about one thing, is cutting that ball off at about the service box. So what do? Make it a 2-wall, get Kosheri off his footing, and sneaks one by. What a shot there. Give him a 3-0 lead.
Clean miss in the backcourt. Here's the catch by Kosheri. Cortada scores. First point in the second set for Kosheri, and Arta. Kosheri serves.
And able to get that Cortada in. Manny was moving up on it. It's so much harder to control those balls coming in low, practically on the floor.
I've been talking about it for a long time about balls beneath your waist, but I think it shows here, sorry, trying to catch balls. Andrew, please. Trying to catch balls beneath your waist, but it's really more difficult.
Well, the control aspect for me is just so hard. That, like, you see guys just, they have it, but they just bobble it and it falls out there at the end.
Here's the backhand by Arta, powerfully thrown. Robote with a kick. Catch by Manny. Manny from the 8 line. A little clip. Ball's dying. Kosheri makes the save. Manny advances, takes another bounce, high overhead. Arta on the backhand. Manny takes it in the air. Manny again, this time from the 10. Arta down low, makes the catch on the forehand. Powerful right side. Stopped by Manny. Oh, what a catch by Arta. Right off the side wall. Beautifully played. Rotate forehand. Cut off by Kosheri. Manny on the backhand.
What a grab.
Manny now from the 9 line back to the inside. This one kicks up. Hits the back wall. Robote's in play. Forehand. Robote by Gaucheri. Caught by Manny. Big backhand by Arta. Into the corner. Out to the Robote. Alex is there now. A 4th point for Alex and Manny of the Warriors. Alex serves. Little miscommunication there between Gaucheri, I believe, called for it, but didn't realize that it wasn't coming off the wall with much.
And that brings us to another big difference out on this court. I mean, these back quarters, you never really see them turn their back to the wall and have to save some of these Robotes with this bounce. And that time you have both Renegades in the same spot. Sure, they'll square that away with some, some playing time together.
Let's see what Alex does here with the serve. Well, it's gonna.
In Arta too, I mean, just so we have a moment. I mean, how well is he catching back there?
Fantastic.
I mean, going toe-to-toe with Manny. I believe that was maybe one of his first misses of the day. And really impressed how this pairing is going to work out if he continues to catch like that.
Fault over serve. Second serve must be good. Also be curious to see what Robote Analytics' position on overserves and underserves is by comparison to the previous facility. Here's the backhand. Caught by Alex. Backhand from the 7 line. On the wall. Caught by Arta. Beautiful catch on the wall. Robote. Left side. Alex sets up. Forehand Robote. Gaucheri reaches in. Oh, tipped it on the right side. That's a 5th point and a possible set point here for Alex and Manny, which would force a 3rd and decisive set. Don't often see Gaucheri reaching, straight out in front of him, try to make that catch.
I mean, no, not at all. Just kind of got a bad read as that kicked off the side wall. Stayed more up the middle.
Powerful backhand by Arta. Alex moves out. Eye on the ball. 2-all Robote opens wide and scores. We have a split set situation. Alex and Manny of the Warriors take that second set.
And what do you know? It's the first match of the day going on to a 3rd and decisive set here. It's kind of been a theme throughout this season, Robote Analytics last year, fall 25, just about 38% of matches went to a 3rd set. So far this season, that's over 50%, 53% of matches, and I will add another one, so that's just continued to go up.
The other thing that surprised me, not looking at Robote Analytics, and again, the reason why I don't look is that I don't want it to cloud, I guess it's kind of like a mathematician using, and I'm anything but a mathematician, but it is kind of like a mathematician who, like my grandfather was brilliant at math, refused to use a calculator adding machine. Yeah. So it is kind of like that. The other thing that has surprised me is the game day ties this early.
Yeah, sure.
Because there have been, 3?
3 game day ties last week, just 1 win, and that was the Chargers over these Warriors on opening night.
See, and that does speak to parity. I mean, so we are talking about the parity in the matches, parity between players, parity, which is something out there that, that you want. But it's also, we didn't see it until, this is where Robote Analytics would really kick in, when we did start seeing the ties last season, fall 2025.
Yeah, we had a bunch of them last season, and they piled on pretty late in the year, too, in the second half. And that's what you expect, with the way the draft works out. You reach the freeze limits for some of these players, then they move on to a new team. It just shows you how big of an impact one player, particularly a strong front or back quarter, can have to a team. That, one player accounts for 2 doubles teams, which is a third, 33%, and that could make a big difference in some of these game days.
Once again, you're watching Battlecourt live from the Jam Arena in Miami, Florida. The historic Miami Jai-Alai.
not as explosive of a match in terms of shot making as we're used to seeing between Gaucheri and Alex.
Gaucheri did go for one.
Yeah.
He threw a 2-all. No question he threw a 2-all, and Alex made him pay for it.
Right, and you see that definitely throws guys off, and they'll be a little bit more reluctant to throw it once they see one stop there. But Gaucheri's proven one of the most consistent, one of the best. Let's see what he's got here coming out for set number 3. The Renegades will have the serve.
Focus on Gaucheri, asking for the ball so he can serve. See Manny taking a look, signaling to his front quarter. We're ready to begin our third and final set. First team to reach 6 points will win this match. Gaucheri serves the Renegades. Powerful serve by Gaucheri, and the third set begins. Arta on the catch. Here's the backhand. Scoop by Manny at the back wall. Alex on the catch at the 8 line from the right side. He comes powerfully. A pass is the front quarter, tipped in the back court. First point of the decisive third set goes to Alex and Manny of the Warriors. Alex serves. Rare miss for Arta. Arch has been spot on. Nothing easy about that catch, though. Coming about 1,003 miles an hour, right between the tip of his cesta and the side wall. Here's Arta on the backhand.
Wow, it came out.
Clean miss here in the backcourt. Gaucheri's got it. Turns it about. Stays in the air long enough for Alex to make a play. Robote coming out to Gaucheri. Manny on the bounce. Forehand. Back to the inside. Does not pass Gaucheri. Here's the backhand. Arta now from the 9 line. Manny also from the 9. Arta right to the corner. Manny's there. Backhand from the 10. Oh, what a catch by Alex. Dropping the ball at or about the 9 line. Tied up 1-1. Gaucheri serves the Renegades.
Yeah, hopping around back there, leaves his feet, and then as he comes down, that ball falls out of the basket. It's a great effort, but you're going to see a couple of those juggles more when you're reaching blind overhead as he did there.
Powerful, powerful serve by Gaucheri. Here's the backhand by Manny. Into the corner. Robote saved. Alex with the scoop. Rifles the cortada that scores. 2 points for Alex and Manny. Alex serves.
Yeah, Gaucheri frustrated, but yeah, just because it's catchable doesn't mean that it's easy. And that one, again, staying low, coming in off the side wall, that's, you know.
I mean, we've seen what we believe to be next to impossible catches. Don't see them frequently. That's what makes them special. But
both of these front quarters are capable.
Here's the backhand by Arta. Manny from the 9 line to the inside. Arta on the catch. Backhand from the 8. Straight to the inside along the wall. That ball's dying and scoring. 2-2 in the third set. Gaucheri serves.
Yeah, it was a late call, and then it just really died. You saw Alex lunging back with one hand, tried to make a desperation save, but not to be there. And pretty quickly, the Renegades tie it up at 2-2, 2 straight points.
Anytime you see the ball floating over your opponents and going low on the back wall, tough to make the call. Manny powerfully to the inside. Arta's there. Oh, ball bit the side wall. Gaucheri makes a fine adjustment. That was almost one of those MC bounces.
A jam ball.
That's the new name for it? I mean, we're going to see it rarely, but that bit.
We're workshopping it.
That bit, as they say. Here's the backhand by Manny powerfully. Arta makes the catch overhead on the left side. Arta from the forehand. Fine catch in the backcourt. Plays it high. Arta from the 9 line on the left side. This one caught high by Alex. Alex plays it to the inside. Goes Sherry's there. Back behind the 8. Ball tipped at the side wall. Deep. 3 points for Go Sherry and Arta. Now the Renegades. Go Sherry serve.
Yeah, I mean, looking at Alex and Manny, their numbers so far this season, you get into a third set, you just look, how do they kill these points? How do they win points? I mean, a majority of the points they scored in their last match against, it was Iturbide and Amigarena, came off of either tips or tips off of kill shots. So you're looking at relying on your opponent to miss the ball. Not a great strategy in some of these top divisions. You can get away with it early in the year, but as it goes on, you start to play guys like O'Sherry. Not as easy to get away with it.
Manny, powerful on the backhand, into the corner, Robote forehand for Go Sherry. Manny on the catch. Go Sherry playing deep, backhand from the 8. Alex playing deep, forehand from the 8. Does not pass Go Sherry. Here's the backhand, wall to wall from the left side. Robote to the forehand of Alex. He makes the save. Go Sherry comfortably. Philo to the outside will score. Beautifully executed by Go Sherry. 4 points for the Renegades.
That's got to feel good for Go Sherry because the Philo was really his shot. I mean, he patented it over where we played previously. And, I mean, look at how deep this is. I mean, this is at the 7 line. It's so devastating because you don't involve the sidewall, and it's opening up away from your opponent, too, if you get it to land in. The one shot that took the biggest hit from Magic City to Herestu is the Philo. It accounted for nearly 16% of the kill shots over there, only 7% here. It's only been 1 week, but if one guy's going to throw it, Sherry's going to pump those numbers up. And a great shot there to open up the lead to 2.
No, that's a great stat. I mean, that's a really good stat. Very interesting because this court is 2 feet wider, which may play into it.
Sure.
What a catch by Alex. He follows it. Big backhand to the outside. Arta takes it in the air. Over the top. Alex cuts it off. Winds up. Inside placement caught by Arta. Big backhand by Arta. Robote forehand. Powerfully thrown. Caught by Manny. That's a great catch. Go Sherry, difficult catch. Backhand from the 7, powerfully thrown. Kicks off the back wall. That's a Robote. Catch by Manny. Karen by Manny. Sidearm stopped by Go Sherry. Sherry looking for a 3-wall play. Manny was there. Perfect positioning, not able to get it to the front wall. A 5th point for Go Sherry and Arta. Possible set, possible match point.
Well, that point shows you just what makes Go Sherry so great. It is hard to beat him on the exact same thing twice, okay? That time just rips it to the inside, able to make a beautiful throw. 5-2 here and a chance for the Renegades to take this set and the match.
Powerful, powerful serve by Go Sherry to the outside, and Manny's there. Ball tipped. A 3rd point for Alex and Manny.
Yeah, Arta all alone for that scoop back there. I mean, he knew it was do or die and just tipped it. Gives the Warriors extra life here. Another powerful serve, but Arta handles.
It's a big backhand by Arta. Good catch by Manny. Backhand from the 9 line. What a catch by Alex with a hop on the left side. Manny now, backhand from the 9. Arta Pai, here's the backhand, straight to the backcourt. Manny catches it down low. Such a difficult catch made by Arta in the corner. Powerful backhand Robote. That ball comes off the back wall. Alex fires it inside, and Arta with a drop. That's a 4th point for Alex and Manny. Still possible match point for Gaucheri and Arta.
And you just hate for that to, unsettle Arta here late in the 3rd set. He's been playing great, got that miss late. Just needs to rebound and settle back in. Only one more point for the Renegades here to pick up that first win.
Powerful serve by Alex. Hard backhand. Scoop attempt is tipped. Point set in a hard-fought match for Gaucheri and Arta, taking it in the 3rd set, 6-4.
Well, the Renegades' first game day of the year, they lost the first 3 matches, won the last 3 to end it in a tie, and different story today. They start off with the win. Gaucheri and Arta proved a 1-0. Up next, we'll go to Division III doubles. Douglas and Cabrera make their season debut for the Warriors as they take on Goanaga and Ubia.
As soon as that highlight ball leaves the cesta, you can't blink because every second is packed with action. Keep up with the world's fastest ball sport all game day long with bets on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. Find your favorite team or player and get in on the action with DraftKings, the official sports betting partner of the World Jai-Alai League. The crown is yours.
We're back with our winners there. Gaucheri and Arta, guys. And Gaucheri, this is the first time you've been paired up with Arta, I believe, in Battlecourt play. What'd you like about what you saw from the backcourt from him today?
I was excited to play with Arta because I had in the team like 3 times, but we didn't play together this season. We are playing together. Today the win is because of him, because I didn't play good, but he played really good. And if he play like that, and if I play a little bit better, we are going to be a competitive team.
Yeah, and Arta, well, same question back to you. I mean, Gaucheri just mentioned many seasons on this team, but you two haven't played together. What's most comfortable and easiest thing about playing with number 20 up there?
I mean, he said that he didn't play good. Okay.
Gaucheri not playing good is kind of like...
I mean, he covers so much court that it's easy for me. I just got to cover a little spot, like just got to move a little back, a little forward, and my job is just that, to cover a tiny spot, and he takes care of the rest, so he makes it very easy.
You covered that spot perfectly, Elaine. Very
Great
well
teamwork
done.
today, guys, and big first win of the day for your Renegades.
Let's go, Renegades. Thank you.
Look at that. Look. One of those humble teams you're going to find at Battlecourt, too. Great guys there, Gaucheri and Arta, and congratulations to them on their first win. So, Division III doubles, too. Coming up next, Douglas and Cabrera. Very interested to see how this pairing will do. They will take on, that's Goanaga and Ubia.
See the warm-up here in between matches.
We got Cabrera here, was picked up by the Warriors in the draft, and he also moved up a rank in the draft. Remember, he's played previously for the Fireballs in Division 5. He is now a 4 for the Warriors. And this team for the Renegades, too, high expectations coming in. I mean, you got Ubia's power back there and Goanaga's aggressiveness up in the front. You figure they're going to be a really strong team. So far, 0-1. They had a very tough match their first time out, went to a 3rd set, ended up losing. Let's see if they can pick up their first win of the season right here. Douglas and Cabrera will have the serve. Ladies and gentlemen, ready to begin our second match of the game day. Douglas and Cabrera serve to Goanaga and Ubia. Yeah, it's just going to take a minute here. And just some lights going on in the background, so we're going to make sure. Looks like we're ready to go. Douglas serves. We begin with a missed serve up there. Ball tipped by Goanaga. That'll get the Warriors. Douglas and Cabrera, their first point.
Douglas has got a powerful serve, and you saw it right there. Goanaga usually spot on.
Second serve takes Ubia to the outside, sends it high. Along the wall, there's Cabrera, nice grab. Goanaga, leaping grab in the middle of the court, backhand, dropped inside, kicking up. Cabrera lines it up along the wall.
Cabrera's positioning was really good there.
Rabote coming out, cutting inside. Douglas just flicked it up there. Goanaga moves in. Ooh, kick off the sidewall late. That's the second point now for Douglas and Cabrera.
Sorry, Andrew, I'm starting too earlier in the week with the oohs and ahs that I'm trying to get rid of, but you saw Goanaga moving up on that ball, did not want to let it bounce. Probably had a kill shot in there somewhere and dropped it.
Very late contact with that sidewall as it was dropping into the basket. Serve crossing, comes back to Ubia. Middle of the court from the 10 line. Over Cabrera's head. Douglas set up at the 6, saves the Rabote. This one dropping, Ubia. What a grab. Now Cabrera up at the 9 line, backhand sent up high. Ubia backs up, makes the catch. This one cutting deeper in the corner. That one's tipped by Cabrera. The Renegades are on the board with their first point.
I definitely need to look into an anti-ooh machine. I went 8 years without really doing that at the other place, and all of a sudden here I'm going, ooh, ooh, ooh.
Ball runner to the inside. Catch there by Ubia. Rabote forehand, there's Douglas. Right up the middle. Ubia now backed up to the 10. Rabote forehand right up the middle. Ubia now from the left side. There's a backhand from the 9. Powerfully thrown. Look, Cabrera had it for a moment there, but then just dropped it. 2-2. We're tied up.
All tied up here in the first set.
Cabrera from the outside, lobs it up high. Ubia calls for Goanaga. He lines up the Rabote, turns it back inside. Cabrera up high, backhand. Lob back into the corner, now Ubia.
Wow. That really shot back to, that hit one way and shot back inside.
Now Ubia sends it high, doesn't want to overthrow it. Cabrera steps up, makes the play. Right up the middle now for Cabrera. He's got the forehand. Sends it over Goanaga's head, but he's waiting for it as it crosses the sidewall. Inside placement. Cabrera steps up and got there before the second bounce. Low runner coming back. There's Goanaga. Cuts off the space. Makes the play. Rabote. Ooh, hooked outside. That's going to land in. Gives Goanaga a shot. He goes with the cortada. That's score.
Oh,
my.
Darn it.
3-2 lead here for the Renegades.
Oh, when both guys are going for cortada. Yeah, if I'm the back quarter, I'm not going anywhere near this ball. I'm really not. If my front quarter wants to go for it, have at it. I'm not.
I think he maybe.
Because of this.
Yep.
I couldn't see. Did Douglas didn't tip it?
No, I was looking at that. I don't think he did.
No, it
a
didn't
clean
even look like
miss.
he extended his cesta.
It's just a big kick off the
The
sidewall.
cortadas are. Look, yesterday I was just in the cage cleaning up.
Yeah.
Like literally cleaning up, and someone threw an errant shot. I got hit with the ball in the cage in my ankle.
Oh.
There's a big difference between this ball and the last ball. Big.
For sure. Goanaga keeps this one low. It's a bullet dropping on the wall. Cabrera picks it up off the floor. Now back inside. Ubia just did get up to it. Forehand crossing the wall. Cabrera keeps it on the left side. Nice adjustment. Sent back now. Here's Goenaga. 7 line, high and hard. Cabrera reaches into the corner, pulls it out. Cabrera again watching. Douglas got to get in there. Throws a 2-wall off the rebote to score.
Gets a salute from Ubia, gets a salute from his own backcourt. That shot was beautifully executed by Douglas. Really well done.
Here's Ubia now from the 8. Keeps it low. What a bullet crossing the wall, Cabrera. Great stop on the left side. Goenaga backed up at the 7, sends it high and deep. This one's coming out. Douglas looking for another rebote. It's a forehand this time. Kicks off the wall, right back to Goenaga. Inside placement. Douglas isn't fooled, moving up. Shoots it outside. There's the philo, and it scores. Just like that, the Warriors out ahead 4-3.
So much power is coming behind this ball when Douglas throws it.
And this is when Douglas is at his best. I mean, when he opens it up and he's not worried about
Yes, exactly.
his opponent at all, making that stop outside, whatever it is, and he's just firing, it's just a different player. Ooh, Cabrera just got out of the way, and Douglas could not save the rebote. 4-4 is the score. Goenaga serves.
Cabrera felt that there was enough on it for Douglas to get a rebote, just.
Serve kicked up, Cabrera from the outside, tries to get that low runner, but Goenaga comes cross court, makes the play. Now Cabrera, higher and harder. Ubia steps back and makes the catch deep in the backcourt. Douglas off his footing, sends it up high. Goenaga moves in, another backhand. This one comes in low. With the chula, but comes out, and it's dug out by Cabrera. Goenaga, oh, blind catch. It was dropped. 5 points. And a possible set point for the Warriors.
Have to say to Goenaga, I believe he did the right thing. Those balls have a habit of just dropping in and scoring. And if there's any question, as we saw with Lalu, got beat up on that a few times last season, right? Yes, it was the Ubia wall kicking that threw me off. I wasn't sure it was the car crushing plant next door, which is a feature of this facility, or there's just some big sonic sound.
Wow, good adjustment by Ubia. Controls that, though, gets it off. Cabrera goes up. Dropping inside now, Ubia from the 9. High and deep. Rebote comes shooting off the back wall. Douglas just got out there.
Look at that thing take off.
Kicked up and out to the outside where it scores. Point and set. Douglas and Cabrera win it. 6-4, 2 minutes. We'll come back and play set number 2.
We have seen that before last week, where it went way, way, way out. It hit the middle of the wall, and then the floor hit way outside. Thrown from the forehand? Is that it?
Right. I don't know. Maybe we can get a replay and try to assess it, because I was talking with Douglas yesterday, and he was saying that that ball will – there's a throw where that ball will kick up off the front wall, and then when it hits the back wall, open to the outside, which is exactly what we saw right there. But it could just be some of those forehand rebotes, especially like early on with the
the spin is definitely
fresh ball.
The spin is definitely different. I mean, ball tends to go more straight coming off the back wall when thrown from the backhand. But that right side, depending upon what you could also, I mean, a skilled player, just a player who kind of knows what to do with the ball. You can, while you're throwing it, you can make subtle adjustments with your wrist. And whether or not you're throwing 3/4, a little bit more over the top, a little bit more sidearm,
Sure, yeah.
and just snapping the wrist at just the right time can get the ball to do unpredictable things, I guess is the best way to put it.
Yeah, I mean, you could see, yeah, let's see here. So it is a forehander Bote. It
looks
definitely kicks up. Going Naga's
So he threw it hard.
backing up, and then that's that. Look at that. I mean, you could see that ball
Yeah.
knuckle and cut back to the outside.
So the ball does become, becomes lighter the harder that it's going.
Yeah.
It moves through the air. So if it hits the wall with pretty good velocity, kind of anything's possible based on the spin.
Yeah.
Based on how the spin is going to catch that back. Well, that's interesting.
Yeah, very interesting. Well, we'll get more to that as we see that a couple more times throughout this season. But
I know we have a bunch of engineers that follow us, and they're all probably like throwing their computers out the window right now with my with my armchair assessment. I was addressing thermodynamics with the ball earlier.
Yeah.
Last week. I don't think they were thrilled with that either.
Well, again, from Robote Analytics here, another fascinating trend to follow here is the presence of some of the unpredictable bounces, and again, the presence of a Chick-Jack and a Chula here in the backcourt. Last season, a percentage of winners that were non-kill shots was just about 7% through the first week of play here at Miami. That's nearly doubled, 15.2%, accounting for 4% of all kill shots compared to less than 2% last year, Stu. So it's moving, it's making its way into the game here. And again, as we see guys get more comfortable with the court, just expect those numbers to increase.
Well, that, and also the player manager very specifically has instructed all players for 8 years now. If someone asks you if you meant to throw it, you say yes.
I did.
Yes,
There's
I
the
did.
serve, set two, has begun. With the backhand to the inside, Ubia sends it high and deep. Cabrera stops it along the back wall. Lotte coming up the middle. Goanaga keeps it inside. Kind of a wonky bounce. Douglas let it pass. Now Cabrera. Yeah, from the 9 line, hard to the inside. Catch again by Cabrera. Sends this one up a little higher. Clears the screen. Ubia couldn't get there. Now Goanaga all alone. Passing Douglas there. Robote played up at the 6. Crossing the wall. Drops between them. Now Ubia. Quick turn there on the Robote. Douglas attacking. Tries to pass and end it there in the corner.
Overthrown.
That comes out. Goanaga makes a save. Oh, tough catch by Douglas. There's a 2-wall. It's in. Goanaga flicked it up. What a play. Douglas has got it again from the costado. Trying to pass. He does. It stays inside, and it scores there. So, Douglas and Cabrera got that first point of set 2. Yeah, and the chief judge here is explaining some of these bounces because it's foreign to us too, but that one opened up more to the middle of the court instead of to the outside, and it's just different.
Talking about how much escapa.
Yeah.
So escapa is escape.
Yeah.
So a player throws, if I was like trying to hit a spot
Ooh,
on the
look
wall,
at that.
for instance,
Yeah.
that would be me throwing it straight. If I throw with the right side and the ball kind of fades off, what do you call it in golf? When you hit it and it goes off to the right?
Yeah, it's a fade or a cut.
Fade,
Yeah,
and then it's a hook the other direction?
Yeah, correct.
Okay, yeah. So with the golfing analogy is the best one. If you hit it, if you throw it and the ball kind of you don't have that control because it's not going straight. That's what we call escapada. That's one good comparison, I think. So what was being said was that when you throw it from the right side, what's been consistent is it hits the back wall and goes outside.
Yeah.
With the left side, escapada is a little bit more rare in how it's used on the left side. It goes to the inside.
Interesting. Well, this one right here should stay inside,
Yeah.
and it does.
Oh, wow.
And there's a Robote
Right.
not
That's
to be
a perfect
played.
example of it right there because Costado counts as a left side throw.
Well, we're onto it, Stu. Well, Chief Judge and you are onto it.
Well,
for
some
sure.
players, it's just the ability to use escapada, escape. It's very nuanced, folks. You're definitely in the weeds of Jai-Alai. There's a lot of weeds in Jai-Alai. Weeds and reeds.
Put it on a T-shirt. Robote forehand there by Douglas. This one coming right back to Ubia on a line. He stops it at the 10. Douglas goes flying in there, picks it off the wall, sends it back. This one dropping. Ooh, no fear by Ubia. Just plucked it right off the side wall. Another Robote this time by Douglas. Ubia. Backhand. This one stays low. Douglas able to step in front of it. Long 2-wall by Douglas. That opens and scores.
This zero fear Douglas when it comes to throwing costados is working. I mean, this is what we saw in the practices in the months leading up to this. He was good over the course of an hour for maybe 15 or 20 of those.
Yeah.
And then again, you know, when you're playing for money, you tend to get more conservative. We can talk about that on this court. NAJF matches, you saw the ball being thrown harder than ever. Not a lot of shots.
High bouncing first serve, Ubia from the middle of the court, plays it back inside. Now Cabrera. Wall to wall, Rebote coming out. Goenaga turns it up the middle. Douglas moves in, works around him. There's another 2-wall that opens and scores. Douglas and Cabrera have opened up that lead to 2.
Douglas's focus was so spot on to make that catch. And then to make the perfect throw right thereafter. I mean, when Matt's locked in, he's locked in.
And look at where that ball is bouncing after it hits the front wall. It's not so close to the boundary line that he's risking throwing the ball out of play, and he's beating Goenaga to the net pretty easily still. And that's what we're talking about, to your points, to how helpful the sidewall is with shot making. Well, we're really seeing Douglas take advantage of that firsthand.
Absolutely.
And more than anybody so far. Coming right up the middle, stays inside. There's a Rebote pushed by Goenaga. Douglas off his footing, lays it up high. Ubia, low bullet. Douglas takes it in on the wall. Inside placement, got him fooled, but Ubia has his back up, makes the stop before the second bounce.
Oh, what a catch.
Look at that, climbing the side wall, comes down with the ball. Ubia almost got hit with that Rebote, but Goenaga sent it too high. That's out of play. 4-1 lead here for the Warriors.
Well, there was an assault back here on the 10 line. We will get our law enforcement folks out to see if anyone wants to file any complaints. I don't think so. I think I think they shook hands.
I'm telling you, I'm not a witness, dude.
Neither am I.
I'm not getting on the stand.
I saw the after effects. Cabrera telling Ubia nothing to worry about. Good sportsmanship.
Ubia from the outside, sends it over Douglas's head. Cabrera, that was a tough one right on the wall. That's going to get one back for the Renegades. They now have 2. Goenaga serves.
That ball was coming in fast and hard right off the sidewall. Tough catch for anyone. Cabrera's been making those, but
Douglas wanted that serve, gets by. Now Cabrera from the backcourt. Ubia, low bullet. Douglas steps back, takes it in at the 8. This one cutting inside. Ubia, great catch. Now the backhand. Wall to wall. Rebote's coming out right on the numbers. Douglas just flicked it up there. Goenaga attacking. There's a Costado. Looking to pass. Cabrera. What a stop outside. Read it perfectly. Now Ubia from the middle of the court, backhand, low bullet again. Cabrera's got to step in front of it. He makes the catch. Now Ubia from the left side at the 9 line. Wall to wall, Cabrera watching. Douglas coming back for this Rebote. It escapes up the middle, but Ubia lines it up. Douglas again working in. High bounce, looking to bounce it up over Ubia. He attacks, makes the play, whips it off the sidewall. Ooh, right back to Douglas, trying to catch him out of position. Gets it to pass, though, but Goenaga saves a Rebote. Douglas from the Costado. 2-wall there, opens and scores. 5 points and a possible match point for Douglas and Cabrera.
don't mind saying I'm having flashbacks to the 80s with these Coasties on this court. I don't often have flashbacks, but
Now, Goenaga almost got to that one, but still, I mean, it's on the tip, and he's trying to flick it up in one motion as he's going into the net. Not easy, even if he does get there. That one right in the corner, plucked off the side wall by Cabrera. Ubia clears some space, delivers the backhand. Cabrera stepped up and caught it in the air. Rebote to the outside. Ooh, that one caught the corner, and it lands out of play. Point, set, and match. Douglas and Cabrera take it in straight sets, 6-4, 6-2. And with that win, the game day all tied up 1-1 through our first 2 matches. How about that performance there? First time, Douglas and Cabrera, and they get their first win of the season. Up next, we'll stick with doubles, move down to Division 6. That'll bring us to Bueno and Correa against Gallo and Ben. Take a look at some replays here from match number 2. Whole lot of action here, initiated by Douglas. Look at that shot, off the rebote too. Not many opportunities to throw shots off the rebote out on this court so far, but Douglas throws a perfect one right there from the inside, another 2-wall. I mean, that's one that Goenaga gets out to, but look at Douglas, makes the catch here, sends it high to pass, and look at where this one opens up, right to the middle of the court. Long 2-wall there. Let's see it again. Another 2-wall. Goenaga. Yep, I mean, stops the run there to the outside. How well that one is thrown.
Fearless without hesitation.
And then Cabrera. Look at that. I mean, great partner for Douglas in the backcourt. Allows him to just open up the shots, and open it up he did. Another one, a 2-wall, scoring. Look, there's no reason to change it up. Renegades didn't have an answer for it. Douglas, one after another. Late in set number 2 to give his team the straight set victory. There's that game day score now, all tied up 1-1 as we head into match 3. That's Division 6 doubles. We got Douglas and Cabrera over in the cage, ready to go. After that win, congratulations, guys. Douglas, I mean, the shots really working for you there. And Stu and I have talked about how helpful the sidewall may be with shot making. In your opinion, could you just discuss how helpful it was for you and giving you some confidence there?
Yeah, no, 100%. I think I have a lot of the tools to be able to throw shots like I did in that match. You know, of course, Nino was a great help. I mean, he was catching everything in the back and doing his job perfectly. And I think people have gotten on me in the past about being super aggressive in practice and doing what I did in that match in practice and not bringing that into the game. And, you know, I just went out there and played loose, and we said from the beginning that we're going to play our game. I'm going to throw shots. He's going to do his job in the back, and no matter what happens, happens. And today it worked for us, so hopefully we can continue that through the rest of the season.
Who said such a thing, Douglas? Who said you tell me who said it, man.
A lot of people. A lot of people said it, but I won't say any names.
We'll find those sources for you, Douglas. Great job, guys, and a big win for you to start off the day. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Division 6 doubles coming up next, Stu.
He was paying attention. Who knew?
Bueno and Correa. So you got Correa in the backcourt here taking on Gallo and Ben. A very interesting matchup here because we've seen some of these guys in the front court, the backcourt, but it's Bueno, Correa, Gallo, and Ben here. The debut for Bueno and Correa. And Correa, not his debut in the backcourt, but I don't think he spent much time in the backcourt in Battlecourt.
Well, he did. He was playing front court at the time.
And then Gallo and Ben, one win already for that team. They look pretty strong, too, in their first time out. There's the serve. Ready to begin.
Here's the backhand by Ben. Forehand by Bueno. Powerful forehand by Correa. Ben, great catch at the 10 line. Ben, fine catch at the 10 from the forehand. Big backhand by that ball touched way up high. Out of play. First point. First set goes to Gallo and Ben of the Renegades.
I really like the way this Renegades team played. I mean, you got Ben here in the backcourt. He's got devastating power, especially at this level. He can make a difference in the backcourt. And Gallo, too, has got tons of skills. That rebote, a little more sound out on this court. Again, a first win for him, too, and that's a drop by Correa. Makes it 2-0.
In and out of the cess, the ball goes in the backcourt. Gallo and Ben pick up another point.
Again, Correa known for that right side, but as these serves kick off the sidewall back to his forehand, they got a lot of spin, and they're just difficult to control. Another one. Yep.
Fine serve by Gallo will score 3 points for the orange shirts. Gallo and Ben.
Got to remember, I mean, we said Correa hasn't spent a lot of time here in the backcourt. The way these serves are interacting with the sidewall, not what he's used to either. So maybe a little bit more of a learning curve for him compared to some others. The Renegades are going to take full advantage and keep sending those serves in. Is that, yeah, that's
Juggling ruled on Bueno. A 4th point for Gallo and Ben.
You expected that to come. You know, if your back quarter struggling, the front quarter can step in front of it. Bueno got a zest on it. Just juggled it before he had full control. It's a good call there by the judge.
Here's the backhand by Correa. Ben reaches behind him and make that play. Excellent pickup by Correa, deep in the backcourt. Ben on the catch. Backhand from the 8. Wall to wall on the left side. Bueno sets up for the rebote. That ball comes down and scores. A point for Bueno and Correa. Bueno's got the serve for the Warriors.
Yeah, Warriors finally settled in. Nice longer rally, and a point goes their way. I mean, here, if you got the opposing back quarter as the one all alone for the rebote, that's a pretty good sign. Even if Ben digs it out, the Warriors would be able to attack on the next throw.
Ben moves up to make the catch. Here's the backhand from the 7 line. Into the corner. That's a fine save by Bueno. Ben again. Hard to the back wall. Correa sets, makes the catch. Ball tipped on the forehand of Correa in the backcourt. A 5th point for Gallo and Ben. Possible set point.
Correa used to do that before. You know, previously when he'd work his way into the sidewall and make that blind catch over his head. A little more dangerous and a little less forgiving with this sidewall too.
Correa from the forehand went for the outside Escapa. That hit the outside pad, and the pad anywhere on the front wall is bad. Point and set to Gallo and Ben. 2 minutes go on the board. Come back out. Player next set. So that was a perfect example of Escapa, and that ball just escaped. You're watching Battlecourt live from the Jam Arena in Miami, Florida.
Gallo and Ben, once again, I mean, proving that they could be a real threat in this Division 6 doubles group. Just a lot of talent, I mean, amongst that team. You have Gallo and Ben. I mean, Gallo played all of his Battlecourt career previously in Division 5. This is the first year he's down in Division 6. And then you have Ben here, who's played the last, 3 or 4 seasons up in Division 4. Now he's moved back down to Division 5 this year. They're paired up in the 6th level of doubles, and this is just not a team you expect to see right there with all that power, led by Ben in the backcourt. How about that catch from Ben, too, Stu? I mean, just a blind catch all the way backed up here.
Tremendous.
And is really figuring it out, turned into a great backcourter. Some concern here on the side of the Warriors, but again, that's only the first set they've played this season. We've seen, I mean, Stu, more 6-1s first sets, and then the team just comes back and wins the match compared to some other seasons. So, you know, kind of what we're saying is you can kind of forget about what you see in the first set. We still got a lot of highlight to play here. Have to win 2 out of 3 sets to win the match in Battlecourt. Renegades halfway home, 6-1. They took set number 1.
A few people on other continents taking notice of Douglas's Costado throwing. It's just referred to by someone who remained nameless as another dimension.
We all agree back here for sure.
No question about it. No, the person knows what they're talking about. I think it's, yeah. We're ready to begin our second set. Bueno has the serve for the Warriors. Reminder of the scoring here in Battlecourt. First team to reach 6 points wins the set. First team to win 2 sets wins the match.
A big feature here on this court is the more defined roles of the front and back quarter.
Absolutely.
And again, with Correa, too, not used to playing back here and is a true back quarter, having to protect the Chick-Chack and Chula. See if he comes out a little differently here in set number 2.
Gallo picks the serve. That forehand attempt to drop it in, hit the pad. First point, second set goes to Bueno and Correa of the Warriors.
Golden opportunity, just a miss from Gallo. I mean, such a good chance. I mean, just overthought it. And just blasted the 2-wall, could have shot the Cortada, instead put it right in the pad.
Ben switches from left to right to make the catch. Here's the forehand play. Bueno midcourt, backhand. Wall to wall it goes. Rebote's on the wall, not coming out. 2 points for Bueno and Correa. Bueno serves.
I got a premium on passing. That's what you see sometimes. Some dead bounces off the back wall. And Ben, I mean, certainly not ready for that one. Gallo way up there in the front court. Makes it 2-0.
Ben on the catch. Here's the backhand. Correa at the side wall, pulls one off the wall beautifully on the left side. Rebote for Gallo. So back to the inside. Bueno attacking. Off the frame it goes. That's point for Gallo and Ben. Gallo's got the serve.
Yeah, hate to give that point away. I mean, Correa started to figure it out here in the backcourt. I know he didn't catch great in set number 1, but that ball was going to come right to him on the bounce, not moving all too fast. Instead, they give one away. Gives the Renegades a serve.
Ball tipped down low. A third point for Bueno and Correa of the Warriors. Bueno serving. Ben just kind of stabbed at that.
Yeah.
Didn't go in his favor.
It was also, I mean, he was planted right there at the 9 line. Didn't really move up on it. Had a good opportunity to catch that one, and it dropped just a little lower than he thought.
Here's Correa on the backhand from the 8 line. Carries deep into the backcourt. Gallo sets up for the rebote. It's a missed rebote. Midcourt. A fourth point for Bueno and Correa of the Warriors. Bueno serves.
And these matches, especially these lower levels of doubles, have shifted pretty dramatically from set to set. Catch rates are down across these levels too, so what you're seeing is some quicker points, and once you get the serve and the momentum, usually let that go for a couple points.
Gallo picks the serve. Powerful, powerful backhand. Rebote coming low and scoring. A second point for Gallo and Ben, the Renegades. Gallo serves.
Backhand puts a ton of pressure on the Warriors, not only to try to get out to it, but to communicate. I mean, they have a chance to save this rebote, but you got Correa backing up, trying to turn it over his head, and Bueno is set up, waiting for it. Just got to talk it out.
Cortada serve again by Gallo. This one crossing in the box and scoring. 3 points for the orange and white shirts. Gallo and Ben, the Renegades. Gallo serves.
Yep. Get some angle off the sidewall. Back to Correa's forehand again. You see another drop that we saw in set 1.
Gallo's doing a good job of changing things up with the serve. Again, not bringing any over the top. The sidearm is working for him.
He's got this one, though.
Powerful forehand by Correa. Beautifully thrown into the corner. Ben's there to make the rebote. Just missed. A 5th point and possible set point here for Bueno and Correa of the Warriors.
Now, once Correa's able to make that catch, I mean, there's never been any shortage of power from that right side. He can get it in the corner from anywhere on the court. Gets a quick one for his team. A chance to push this to a third and decisive set.
Powerful backhand by Ben, right up the middle, caught by Correa.
Yeah.
Point and set for Bueno and Correa of the Warriors. Split sets. We'll move on to a third and decisive set in just 2 minutes.
Six 6-3. There's the response by the Warriors. Bueno and Correa. Just a dramatic comeback there after what we saw in set number 1. But in Division 5 and 6, I mean, that's what we've seen all seasons do. Total catch rate by rank. That's what I was alluding to a little bit earlier. Division 1, virtually the same. Division 1 through 4, all the same. Division 5 last season, 93%. This year down to 88%. And then Division 6, 91%. Was the average last year, and down to 85% this season. Just with more space on the court, it's a little bit harder for some of these guys to not only play the entire court, but also, save some of the rebotes, throw the shots. And a lot of these guys were some of the newer players to the roster too, and have only been playing, 7, 8 years professionally? Yeah. With the 1s, 3, yeah.
That's in New Jersey, New York.
Right.
They sell it down here, but up in there they don't have replicas.
What would we call it? We call it slim pickings here. I realized that my microphone wasn't on. Is that you're absolutely right as far as players from a traditional background, just by virtue of, training. Like, if your kid's here in the United States playing soccer, he's going to go to a variety of different soccer fields. Same thing over there, different size courts, different balls. Here, we have guys who've never played anywhere other than North Miami and, CRB, for instance. Didn't even have the benefit of playing at North Miami. He's only ever played at the facility formerly known as the Magic City Fronton.
And average throws per match are up too. In divisions 1 through 4, you see an increase from the fall 25 season, and then in divisions 5 and 6, similar to the catch rate, you see a pretty dramatic drop-off in the total throws per match, and you see some quicker points here already into a third set. With a tie game day, 1-1 here, this is a big third set to give one of these teams the lead for the moment.
We're ready to begin our third and final set. Gallo has a serve for the Renegades. Chief Judge just waiting for Correa to get his cesta tied. Seems to be tied. Ready to begin. First point for Gallo and Ben. The Renegades. Gallo serves.
Yeah,
he just keeps going further and further out with. That's a carambola serve, which I don't know that I've said that.
I was gonna say he's all the way on the wood as he's trying to make that catch. But when he does, you can pass, and it's tough for Ben here. Yep.
Correa crossing the sidewall deep and scoring a beautiful throw. We're all tied up 1-1 in the third set. Bueno serves.
Yeah, the serve to the outside, it's either been an ace for the Renegades or it's been a quick point for the Warriors. So it's really, for Gallo, you can serve it that way.
That's a pick your poison situation, because if Correa gets it, he's going to hurt you with it.
Ben's on an island in that corner and hasn't come out yet.
Fine catch by Correa on the left side. Catch by Ben at the 10. Correa now in the backcourt on the right side. Here's the backhand by Correa. Little clip. Puts it on the forehand to Ben in the backcourt. Powerful, powerful forehand by Correa. Caught by Ben. Gallo at the side wall. Here's the backhand from the 7 line. Ball tipped before it hit the back wall. Second point for Gallo and Ben. Gallo has a serve.
And if you're getting into a left side catching battle deep in the backcourt, I'm taking Ben over Correa all day long. Ben got a little more power, more sure-handed, and just more reliable left side. Correa naturally is left-handed, but he prefers the right, and seen that with some of the catching. That was a good one right there, though.
Excellent catch by Correa. Coming in low, he made the play. Here's Ben on the backhand. Correa at the side wall. A little too high. That's out of play. Third point for Gallo and Ben. Gallo serves.
And Correa just lacking a little bit of that power on the left side compared to his right. He just fires that right side. The
right
left
side's a bullet.
Tries to give it a little bit extra, sends it up too high, and kicks out of play. Ooh,
an ace will score for Gallo off the Cortada serve. 4 points for Gallo and Ben. Gallo serves. You're really seeing sometimes they're like, we call them Cortada serves because they're thrown like Cortadas, but this is just enough to get past the underserve line.
Yeah. Oh,
ball tip, another ace, 5 points, possible match point.
Yeah, Gallo's feeling that spot on the side wall. He's hit it a couple of times, and now a chance to win the match right here, up 5-1.
Well, Correa is also lining up here behind the 9 line.
Deep. Yeah, starting really deep.
That one kicked in his favor.
Great catch.
Powerful right side by Correa is stopped by Ben in the air. Beautiful catch. Backhand by Correa. Robote comes to the inside. Robote saved by Gallo. Bueno's on it. He winds up. Placement inside. Ben has it on the forehand at the 7. Plays it deep. Correa with the tip point. And match to Gallo and Ben, winning it in the third set, 6-1.
Well, back and forth the entire way, and the Renegades prevail in a third set, 6-1. They retake the game day lead. Coming up next, we'll move over to singles. Going to Division 4, that'll bring out Cabrera for the Warriors and Arta for the Renegades.
All right, boys, who we betting on?
However you bet, whoever you are, the sportsbook for every kind of player. Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us.
Joined by our winners, Gallo and Ben. Gallo, I mean, the serve just working for you all day long. Just talk about how effective that was for your team in this match.
It worked out. We got a couple of drops, or whatever, ace serves, whatever it is. We'll take any point we can get.
Yeah, and Ben, the way that this team is played really is a team with Gallo up there in the front and you in the backcourt. Talk about, I mean, do you like the way that this team has started through these first couple matches for you two?
I mean, of course, Gallo been playing this game for a long time, so I lean on his intelligence, you know, and that with my athleticism, we're going to be tough for anybody. And we, you know,
I'm athletic too.
Okay, we're going to, you know, just play hard and may the chips fall where they may.
Awesome, guys. Well, a great win for you there. 2-0 now on the season. Thank you. Singles up next, Cabrera takes on Arta here. Arta already with a win under his belt. As we said, Cabrera, his debut match in Division 4 singles. He's played all of his career up in Division 5 previously as a member of the Fireballs. And quite the match for Cabrera here. He gets Arta, the shot-making master in this division.
Just like we had with you last week,
Yeah.
I didn't want to bring it up, but you didn't have a Stu Nyman headed to the bathroom shot, did you?
No, I don't think we saw that.
Okay, that's good.
It's, you know, between the sets, you'll see that. But after the matches, I don't think we'll get that camera rolling, so you're safe.
All right.
Arta with that win over Ikeda just last week, 6-3, 6-2, straight sets.
Oh, I
for
imagine
him.
we're about to see a lot of Costado 2-walls.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just going to throw that out there
Well, and
as
Cabrera,
a guess.
yeah, Cabrera, I mean, in singles, he's been known to break out a backhand 2-all or two.
Good luck with that here.
3. Yeah, well, I was going to say, see how that fares out on this court. Got to give the edge to Arta here with his shots, but Cabrera is such a reliable catcher. He can stay in these points, and the longer he stays in it, the more chance that he has to put that point up on the board. Judges are making their way out there, and we will begin match number 4. Ladies and gentlemen, ready to begin our 4th match of the game day. Cabrera serves to Arta.
Like your Frank Sinatra.
And game day lead here for the Renegades, 2-1. A win by Arta here would secure at least a tie, with still 2 matches left. Cabrera serves, and we begin our 4th match. Arta, backhand high to the inside. Robote's coming out. Cabrera flicks it up. That's in play, but Arta moving in. Makes the catch from the 3 line, sends it to pass. Chick-jack. Oh, it came out. Cabrera off his footing, just dropped it in the pad. First point goes to Arta of the Renegades.
Archer was looking to plant that right in the corner, overthrew it, giving Cabrera the rebote, but Cabrera just wasn't able to do anything with it.
Oh, an ace into the corner, hopping up over Cabrera. That makes it 2-0.
A perfect traditional ace. Just smack dab, I mean, just beautifully executed by Arta. Don't know that I've seen him throw that. That was really nice. Can you tell I like that shot?
I liked it too, Stu. That was a good serve. That kicked way up. Backhand there. Narrowly clears the screen. Robote coming way out. Arta shoots it inside. What a scoop by Cabrera.
Not
it
coming up.
scores on the return. That's a point for Cabrera. He's got one.
Cabrera did a really good job of hanging in there.
Yeah, and he just said wall doesn't give. Yeah, I mean, he went into it pretty hard. A little bit different than he's used to.
Yeah, there's not a lot we can do about that.
No.
It is cement. It's not the movable kind.
No. Movable cement. 2026. Yeah. You've seen it all, Stu. Backhand stays inside. Robote coming out. Now it's missed. Arta brings the lead back to 2. He'll serve.
Yeah, I'm afraid I'm going to be accused of misrepresenting what we were going to see. We haven't seen one Costava 2-all from Arta. Doesn't mean that he doesn't have them loaded.
It's always interesting to see the balance of, playing to your strengths and also letting the game come to you. If there's no reason to throw a 2-all, do you want to risk giving it up? So far, no need, but we'll see if that remains true. Ooh, there's the backhand 2-all.
Wow, that
And
went
it's in the
so
net.
far off the court, it hit the net before the floor.
4-1. Arta leads. Yeah, he knew it too. He couldn't even.
But I
look,
mean, it
he
didn't
couldn't
even hit the
look at
floor.
you, Stu. Did you see? He had hand over the face. I wouldn't have made eye contact with you either.
Ever?
I'm kind of scared now.
That was just. I understand him taking the shot, but that sucked.
Tough for Bote. Arta tried to play it above his head. He missed it. That's 2 for Cabrera.
Cabrera apologizing, realizing that he was stepping from left to right, kind of in the path of the ball as it was coming off the back wall. Unintentional, but can't affect someone's ability to see the ball. Did you see that backhand? I can't even call it a backhand, Stu-all. Those are good. That was a beautiful catch there.
Yeah, Arta waiting for that floater. Backhand, passing up the middle. Robote to the inside. Arta makes his way across the court in a fine scoop. Robote 2-all. That's too low, right in the pad. 5 points, possible set point here for Arta of the Renegades.
To be fair, Cabrera did tell me earlier in before the game day ever began in street clothes that to be looking for that. Well, I've seen it.
High bouncer traps Cabrera
Ooh,
in the
picada.
corner. Goes for
Big
the
picada.
Big bounce.
He got him.
Arta trapped under
He
the
got him.
bridge. Will
He
not
got him.
escape.
Beautiful.
That's well thrown. Gives Cabrera 3 and the serve.
That was literally, we've seen balls bounce well. We've seen guys throw it over the top, but this was the first intentionally thrown true picada, high to the front wall, big bounce. Arts is backing up. He's not going to be able to back up far enough.
Arta passing to the inside. Robote opens up again. Softer 2-wall. Arta gets out there, avoids the net, throws a drop shot. That scores. Point and set. Arta wins it 6-3. 2 minutes. We'll come back. Play set 2. Six to 3. Arta closes out that first set with a drop shot there from the outside. You have so many options outside. I mean, you can blast a cortada, you can throw the carom, but guys aren't really thinking too much about that drop shot, and he lands it in there perfectly to score. Now you see the Renegades side of the bench here. Almost all of them over there. Just missing Ubia. And yeah.
I saw him in the back. He was getting a manicure.
Yes, he is. And his night not finished either. At least here, might be finished.
I believe he will be at our friends to the north long after we're done.
Yeah.
But representing us.
Late into the night, so you'll be able to enjoy that.
9 p.m., I believe.
Remaining matches, we got Division 4 doubles here. Alex and Bueno will take on Goanaga and Ben. The debut for both of those teams here in the fall. No, we're in the spring 26 season. And then Division 1 singles to close out the day. Douglas against Gaucheri. So we'll see that match with a fiery Douglas, and shots were working for him against Gaucheri. Always a fun matchup there, Stu. Potential game day on the line there. Cabrera could really help his team out with a win here. At least trying to stay in it with the second set right here. See Manny and Douglas both just trying to talk through some of the strategy, but...
How about you don't throw another backhand 2-all? Not today.
And Dangerous playing against Arta too, when he beats you 6-3 and he hasn't even opened up the shots. Yeah, that's kind of a scary sign.
Maybe next week or the week after that. Let's pencil it in for a month from now.
Well, Cabrera last season was one of the best singles players in Division 5, though. I mean, a 4-1 record, which was tied for the best in that group. But as we've said, you make that step up one rank.
Things change.
It's not linear. It's not linear from 5 to 4 and 4 to 3. I mean, it is exponential. The talent of these guys in these groups is just extraordinary.
Got another set coming up now.
Yeah, set 2 ready to begin here. Cabrera will have the serve. We're ready to begin set 2. Cabrera serves to Arta. That's an underserve. First fault, second serve coming up.
Cabrera trying something new. Cortada serve in singles.
High bouncing second serve is good. Arta picks it up off the wall, sends it back inside. Cabrera works through, makes the catch.
Powerful backhand.
Big backhand hits high off the back wall. Arta, 2-wall rebote. Oh, Cabrera got out to it, gets the throw off, but it hit the overhead pad, and that pad is bad. Arta, first point of set 2.
That metallic rail just underneath the overhead pad lets you know you hit it out of bounds. Cabrera did do a good job of reading this 2-all and getting there, controlling it, keeping himself away from the screen. Fell.
Yeah.
Couldn't have felt good. Arta would have been in trouble had he not hit that rail.
Yeah. It's a big break for him. Serve crossing late, right to the left side of Cabrera. Passes into the corner, forehand rebote lobbed up. Cabrera working inside, waits for it to drop into his basket. Nice play. Rebote comes out of the Chula, saved by Arta. Cabrera moving in. Costado inside, placement, that'll score.
Well done.
Nice fake by Cabrera, and we're tied 1-1.
No, Cabrera's got the skills. He's got the kill shots. Go for the kill shots, not the trick shots. Pretty profound, huh? Thanks. I tried.
Good stuff, Stu. Arta launches it over Cabrera's head. Rebote on the wall, laid up. Arta
Floater.
waiting for it, now moves in. Attacking from the right side, just sends it to pass. Trying to drop it in the corner. Ooh, that's a long rebote. Cabrera saves it up overhead. Arta another chance, this time from the Costado. There's
Beautiful.
the 2-wall. It lands in and scores. Arta takes a 2-1 lead.
All the players, for the most part, figuring out the back wall, how not to give too much. In this case, Arta makes a great catch. Forget about sending it back. The 2-all worked last week. It's working this week, too. Oh, look at that.
Another backhand. 2-1. No, it's a long one. Oh, my. That scores. Arta couldn't get the throw off there. That's 2 for Cabrera. Knotted up.
That's a bold throw by Cabrera. Worked out for him there. Arta was on it, but as soon as his left hand got a little too involved, again, incidental contact would be allowed, but he was going to have to brace himself.
Yeah. Low hard serve. Arta moving in. He's got it just before the second bounce. Keeps it inside. Rebote coming out. Cabrera high off the front wall. Arta with time. Ooh,
What a
high
catch.
scoop made on the left side. Cabrera, clean miss. Rebote saved on the back end. Arta's got a chance. 2-wall. That one scores. Arta takes the lead back 3-2.
Fine catch by Arta there on the overserve line. Lands it into score. Well done.
It's an overserve. Second serve coming up. Second serve is good there. Cabrera tries to pass, but Arta steps back, cuts this one off. Long 2-wall opening and scoring for Arta. Leads back up to 2, 4-2 here in our second set.
Back at the must-serve line. It's kind of a neat name for it, huh? Must-serve?
I like it, Stu.
Thanks.
Ooh, to the outside from the costado. Arta makes the tough pickup. Drop shot. Oh, Cabrera was moving in. Not going to get there. Still 5 points. Possible set and a possible match point.
I did have a discussion about that when the court was being relined. Well, that can't be the service line because that's the service box. So we went back and forth for about 2.5 minutes before I gave up. I tend to give up pretty quickly in those type of conversations. So it's the must-serve line is at the front of the must-serve box. Someone suggested bounce box, and I just couldn't handle it.
Good. Yeah, thank you, Steve.
Yeah.
Robote left side. Another 2-wall. Yeah, that one not going to make it. Going to give Cabrera a 3rd point and the serve back. Still possible match point for Arta.
Arta off his footing, just not able to make a play there. Still possible match point here for Arta in the second set.
Arta picks that one up high. Sends it back along the wall. Cabrera turning to look for it. Robote.
Beautiful.
Oh, it's a 2-wall. Oh, it
Beautiful,
scores.
beautiful.
Opening to the outside. That's now 4 for Cabrera. He'll serve.
Beautiful Costalo 2-all off the rebote by Cabrera. That was well done.
Yeah, look at this one. From the inside, too.
The closer
He's
you are to
going
the
for
side
it.
wall to get it to snap like that, the more difficult it is. That just opens up. Opens up deep, you know, but in singles, that'll work.
Backhand low to the inside. Cabrera tip ball along the wall. That ends it. Point, set, and match Arta. It's a straight set win, 6-3, 6-4. And the Renegades have their 3rd win of the game day, so they've secured at least half a point. See if they can add that other half a point up next. They need one of these final 2. Alex and Bueno will take on Goenaga and Ben. And let's take a look at some of those replays here. And a good one by Cabrera. Long 2-wall opening to the outside. Look at Arta, though. Look at this drop shot. I mean, that caught the corner, and that was dead by the underserve. 2-wall here, just a little too much space. It's it to land in and well into the net. How about this one? Back at the service line. Yeah, I mean, that's way deep, Stu, and still working out for him there. First drop shot worked out so well, goes right back to it. It's that second bounce again. All adds up to a win for the Renegades, 3-1. They now lead this game day. Looks like we got Arta ready to go over in the cage. Let's hear from him. Now 2-0 on the year in singles. Congratulations, Arta. Not a lot of matches against Cabrera in Battlecourt. This is his first time up in Division 4. How do you approach, at least strategically, some of these new opponents in this division?
It's always hard when you play a new opponent because you're not used to it. But I've played him in doubles.
Yeah.
So I know he catches a lot. He's crafty. He have shots. So I was just trying to end the point before he did.
That backhand 2-all didn't work out too well for him, though, did it?
No, but I'm sure he'll get it. Eventually, he'll get it.
See, what we've seen from Arta, such a good guy, and again, even nice to his opponents.
Arta's awesome. No,
Thank you
no
for the time,
about
Arta.
that.
2-0.
So is Chris.
Thank you,
is
guys.
good, too.
Go Renegades.
Look at that, takes his time and also shouting out his opponent too. He'll get it still. Just be easy on him. Alex and Bueno coming up next against Kawanaga and Ben. Division 4 doubles match. We'll see how Bueno does here in the backcourt. I mean, he's one of those swing quarters that is kind of moving up from the front and back season to season, but now in the backcourt here alongside Alex. We'll see how he fares. And then this team for the Renegades, Kawanaga and Ben, if it sounds familiar, well, that's because it is. They played together for a number of seasons. When the Renegades, I mean, you look over at those banners where they went on one of their best runs. They made the championship 4 years in a row. This team was a big part of their success. Now that Ben has come back to this Renegades team in Division 5, they can pair him up with Kawanaga in this 4th division. I'm hoping it's another strong team here a few seasons later. Players ready to go here. Match number 5. Again, Warriors need both wins in these final 2 to tie the game day. Renegades, they win 1. They pick up a full point in our standings.
We are ready to begin our 5th match of the game day. Alex has a serve for the Warriors. Alex serves, the match begins. Robote right up the middle, played by Kawanaga to the inside. Bueno, oh my, what a bounce that ball took. First point goes to Kawanaga and Ben of the Renegades.
Interested to see how both of these teams play. Again, you have a higher-ranked front quarter with a lower-ranked back quarter. Typically, these front quarters will be playing very aggressively and backing up into the backcourt. But as we said, more defined roles here. You got to see these back quarters play a little bit, and got to give that edge to Ben too, with a little bit more experience back here.
Powerful backhand by Bueno. Robote up the middle, played by Kawanaga. Alex takes it on the bounce. Powerful forehand follows. Ben to the corner from the left side. Alex makes the play. Kawanaga adjusts. Ball came off the wall. Bit more than he expected. Yeah. So did that one. That one scores. 2 points for Kawanaga and Ben of the Renegades. Kawanaga serves.
Yeah, and after a couple misses, Alex just talking through some strategy with Bueno. Try to settle into this match. Again, we've said it before. New teams coming out here for the first time. So these are the first 2 points they've played together in Battlecourt out here on this court.
Bueno on the catch. Forehand. Up the middle. Kawanaga takes it in the air. Ben sets. Backhand to the inside. Went on the backhand from the 10 line, a fine catch. Deep to the backcourt. Cut off by Kawanaga. Ben gets in there. Here's the backhand from the 10 line, little clip. Puts it on the forehand of Bueno. Powerful, powerful backhand, dropping and caught beautifully by Bueno. Bueno again at the back wall, fine catch on the left side. Ben gets out there to make the catch. Low to the inside. Bueno advances. Good read, good positioning. He makes the play. Clean miss in the backcourt. Yep. Alex takes that on the bounce. Ben with the save. It had the
save.
distance. Alex moves up on it. Left side. Inside placement to score. That's a point for Alex and Bueno of the Warriors. Alex serves.
A longer rally here as these players are figuring it out. Look at Alex, steps in front of it. Here's that right side that's so powerful. Gets by Goenaga. Tough save for Ben, but when he saves it, feeds Alex again. He's up there at the 2 line now and is able to kill it that time around.
Here's Ben on the backhand. Keeps it high. Robote comes out to the 7 line. Robote left side by Alex. A little clip. Goenaga has it on the forehand. Another powerful forehand. That ball ruled to have touched the overhead screen, which is out of play. A second point for Alex and Bueno. Alex serves.
Look, the backhands, when they escape, thrown a little bit higher, tend to kick up in the screen. Also, those forehands will spin and kick up into that overhead screen as well. That one was close, but just caught a piece and knots it up 2-2.
Ben on the catch. Here's the backhand from the 9 line. Powerful forehand by Goenaga to the inside where it scores. 3 points for the Renegades. Goenaga and Ben. Goenaga serves.
Tough one for Bueno there. I mean, off the wall, he's backing up. Just caught it a little deeper in the basket than it looked like he wanted to, and it fell out there late. Coming in on the right side now.
Ben on the catch. Adjusts to make the play. Powerful backhand by Bueno. Robote to Goenaga. Scoop by Alex. Costalo 2-all stopped by Goenaga. What a catch. Juggling on the catch of Alex is ruled.
Yeah.
A 4th point for Goenaga and Ben. Goenaga serves.
Oh, just gutsy standing in as that Cortada carambola is crossing the side wall. And just lost it for a second, you see here, as he went to make the catch. Well, maybe you won't see, because, yeah.
It's a question of
right
if
there,
it can roll. It just can't lose contact with the surface.
There was a moment where it lost contact. Hard to see a little bit because Goenaga screened him, but looked like a good call by the front judge.
Yeah, we're sitting so comfortably back here.
Right. Well,
even with the replay, it's tough to see.
Yeah.
Here's the catch by Ben. Backhand from the 10 line. Bueno takes it in the air. Goenaga. To Bueno. Bueno from the 9. Powerful backhand by Bueno. Stopped by Ben on the back wall. Alex, the fine save. Goenaga takes it on the bounce. Cortada, read, but not stopped by Alex. A 5th point for Goenaga and Ben. Possible set point. Great positioning. He just wasn't able to. I mean, that's the tough thing about Cortadas specifically here.
Yeah, we've seen better things. I mean, good communication, too, by the Warriors. I mean, Bueno got out of the way, let that Robote come out to Alex. Some of the little things that you want to see these guys figure out throughout the year starting to click here. But 5-2, a chance for the Renegades ended, and there's the miss.
Point and set for Goenaga and Ben. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back out, play our next set.
It all ends in a 6-2 first set victory there for Goenaga and Ben. Let's see some of those stats, too. I mean, this is a team, hard to believe the last time that those two played together was all the way back in, was it season 4? Oh, sorry, season 5, last time they played together. So it's been a couple of years, and the Battlecourt Division 4 teams have certainly improved since then. But Goenaga and Ben showing you pretty early on that they're going to be a force to be reckoned with in this group. Consistent backcourt play by Ben, and, you know, now with the, more importance of a true back quarterback there, protecting the Chick-Chack and Chua with Ben's power. I mean, to have a player like that in Division 5 who is sure-handed and also can pass from just about anywhere is such a big weapon for this Renegades team. And then you got Arta. You see him there. He's caught so well today. A doubles win and a singles win for him. Because, for this Renegades team, there's never really been a question about the front courts. It's Gosheri, it's Goanaga. They've led the team, and they've had tremendous success. It's been about, do they have requisite support in the back to allow them to play their games? And so far, it seems like the Renegades have really rebuilt this team in the draft, and a sign of good things to come.
Definitely when backcourts matter more.
Yeah. But you see here, I mean, if you want to play that 1-on-2 brand that we used to see before, I mean,
good luck.
It's just, simply the court's just bigger. I mean, you can't do it. You can't defend all the way from the front to the back wall and the entire width as well. It just, we have some athletic and some of the fastest guys in the sport, and there's just no chance for them too with this side wall and how helpful it is with the shot making.
Especially who they're playing against.
Second set here as Alex makes his way out. We'll begin. It'll be the Warriors with the serve.
We're ready to begin our second set. Alex has the serve for the Warriors.
If Renegades win one more set, they will win the game day. Still one match to go. Douglas and Gosheri in singles. Don't want to miss out on that one.
Alex keeps the serve outside. That's an underserve. First fault, second serve must be good. Changing things up there.
Ooh, that's under.
Double fault.
Wow.
First point of the second set goes to Goanaga and Ben.
It's just a deflating way to start off this set. I mean, Warriors really need a point here quickly to tie it back up and get some momentum on their side. Reliable serve, one of the fastest serves, but you don't see many double faults, especially not to start the set.
Bueno on the catch. Here's the backhand. Powerfully thrown. Robote up the middle. Goanaga's there. Alex on the right side. Cortada attempt. Caught the pad. 2 points for Goanaga and Ben. Goanaga serves.
Like we alluded to earlier, Alex is trying to throw the perfect shot. I mean, he's trying to end it. And catching hasn't been great for this Warriors side, so taking the opportunities when they come to him, but he's given away two pretty quickly here to start off set two.
Fault over serve. Second serve must be good.
And Alex is backing up too. I mean, he's pretty deep in the service box, so.
Yeah, he's looking for the serve.
I was looking at the serve after it crosses.
He's hunting rabbits. Yes, I did make myself laugh on that one. Powerful forehand by Bueno is caught down low by Goanaga. Bueno to the backcourt, makes the catch at the 10. Robote for Alex to the inside. That kicked up. What a scoop by Ben. Beautifully played. Bueno, fine catch at the wall. Ben now at the back wall. Big backhand follows. Bueno from the 10 line, backhand to the inside. Stays inside. On the wall, Goanaga pulls it off. Robote by Alex. Big bounce.
Yeah.
Good effort by Ben to try to turn that one. That's a point for Alex and Bueno. On the second bounce, Alex serves.
Yeah, a little more of a bounce off of this floor than he's used to. Tried to climb it, clean miss. Robote not to be played on the back end either.
Excellent catch by Ben off the hard serve by Alex. Alex flies back into place, makes the catch. Bueno from the 9 line. Here's the backhand. Robote forehand. What a catch by Alex. Right in front of his face, he makes the play. Alex reaching out, makes the stop on the left side. Goanaga calls for it. Alex now takes this one on the bounce. Powerful throw. What a catch by Goanaga, pulling that right off the wall. Rotate left side for the big bounce. Ball tipped at the side wall. 2-2 in the second set. Alex serves.
And despite those early mistakes, the Warriors have come back, won the next two, and have tied it right back up here. So just got to forget about those two, and that'll help you forget about it. What a great catch inside with one hand. Secures it, gets it off, and gets a point for his side.
Powerful backhand by Ben. Rotate by Alex to the outside will score. 3 points for Alex. And Bueno, the Warriors, Alex serves.
Yeah, Bueno, Goenaga been staying to the inner third. I mean, from the inside to the side wall, and that's just susceptible to shots off the Robote.
I think Alex may have noticed.
Yeah, I mean, that was the first throw pretty early on the point. Had that lined up for a few throws.
Ben plays this one deep. Rotate left side, hard to the inside. Goenaga has it, winds up, sends that out. Too far out of play. 4 points for Alex and Bueno. Alex serves. Sometimes, you know, you get a little lucky and those balls drop in. You know, you raise your hand, say, hey, sorry, but you're walking back to serve anyway. That wasn't the case there.
Yeah. Kicked it out of play. The lead up to 2. Warriors in control.
Powerful serve by Alex. Returned by Ben. Bueno down low, keeps the ball in play. Goenaga back to the 8 line. Here's Bueno from the 9 line. Ben reaching up, tough grab there on the left side. Alex has it on the forehand. Alex again, reaching up at the 9 line. Goenaga, powerful forehand. Bueno, great grab off the side wall. Robote, left side. This one caught in the air by Goenaga. He winds up, sends it from the Costado 2. A ball that will not be returned. Third point for Goenaga and Ben. Alex and Bueno with 4. Goenaga serves.
Yeah. Without the need to kill the point up in the front court, Goenaga is just going to send that Costado to pass and hope that it kind of dies back there at the Chula. And he got the bounce. Deficit's only 1 now.
Bueno gets in place to make the play. Crosses the wall.
Yeah,
Ball still in
miss.
play. That is too high. A 5th point for Alex and Bueno of the Warriors. Alex serves.
Well, Alex has been known to make these comebacks happen in a hurry. I mean, we saw it last season, almost every season of Battlecourt. Down 2-0. Up 5-3 with a chance to push it to a 3rd set. And Goenaga going out of the ground, just couldn't clear the screen.
Here's backhand. Robote left side. Robote forehand by Alex. Goenaga has this on the forehand. Ball tipped down low. A 4th point for Goenaga and Ben. Here in the second set, Goenaga has a serve.
And the side wall, I mean, balls that have crossed the wall and balls that are right on the wall have kind of played Bueno throughout this match, as it has for a lot of these new backcourters out here at Jam Arena for the first time. Totally different, spin a little bit different, and just seeing those misses pile up.
Goenaga from midcourt, keeps it low. Alex gets in there, makes the catch.
He's way deep now. I mean, he's at the 9 line as the throw's coming in.
Bueno at the back wall, makes the play. High and hard to the front wall. Ben moving up, has a tip ball, point and set for Alex and Bueno. They take this second set, 6-4. 2 minutes, we'll come back out, play our 3rd and decisive set. So we'll move on to a third set here in just 2 minutes. You're watching Battlecourt live from the Jam Arena in Miami, Florida. Focus on the Warriors bench. Alex and Bueno is their first time playing as a team here. Manny, of course, behind them and done for the day. You can see the game day score there in the top left-hand side of your screen. Renegades lead 3-1. If the Warriors want to tie, they need to win this set in the following match. Gonaga ready to go back in. And don't forget the new schedule, ladies and gentlemen. If you are new to Battlecourt, you can catch us every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 3 p.m. Fridays, we are open to the public. Doors open 6:30 p.m. at the all-new Jam Arena at the historic Miami Jai-Alai, 3500 Northwest 37th Avenue here in Miami, Florida. Same place it's been since 1926. The address has changed a couple times, though. Actually, twice, I believe. But the address changed. Okay. Yeah, the streets changed around the building as opposed to the building didn't move.
Still working my way around these back roads. There's got to be a more efficient way, so you don't have to turn left to get right into the casinos too. We'll figure it out. You know? I like that North River Drive. Make a little right in here. You know,
there's some stories about that North River Drive back in the 70s and 80s that not quite so pleasant.
All right, well, let's get back to the highlight here. Third set. Again, if the Warriors win this set and the match, they'll give Douglas a chance up next to tie the game day for their team. But if the Renegades win it, they will win the game day here already in match 5.
Gonaga serves, we begin. Bueno from the forehand, a fine catch and a hard return. Caught by Gonaga midcourt. Robote left side, stays to the inside and scores. First point of the decisive third set goes to Alex and Bueno. Alex serves.
I mean, Alex is starting to do a little bit more. I mean, playing as deep as he can. Just trying to punish Ben there in the corner.
Another hard serve by Alex, handled well by Ben. Tough for Bote. It's a 2-all. It is stopped by Gonaga. Alex stays with it, has it on the forehand, stops the ball. This one's caught by Gonaga. Beautiful catch by Bueno off the wall.
Really good catch.
Alex on the forehand from the 8 line. That ball tipped behind Alex there on the right side, headed back towards the 9 line. 1-1 in the third and decisive set. Gonaga serves the Renegades.
Yeah, I mean, as you said, Alex playing deep. It doesn't look great when he misses one right in front of Bueno, but he's been the catalyst for this late run to get him back in the match. So
absolutely.
No fault at all. Just make the next play.
Here's the backhand by Gonaga. In and out of the cesta, the ball goes coming off the sidewall. A second point for Alex and Bueno of the Warriors. Alex is serving.
Yeah, just trying to line that catch up off the sidewall in the air. Every surface that the ball touches, it changes the spin, and has had a little bit of trouble with that as the match has progressed.
Ben on the catch. Big backhand follows. Wall to wall from the left side. That's a great catch by Bueno. He moved to the outside to make the play. Yeah. Scoop attempt by Ben. A bold choice, good effort. Just missed. 3 points for Alex and Bueno.
That's a crazy difficult scoop. Sidewall.
You really want to go on this court. You really want to go after that, what they call bote corredo. You don't stick your cesta outside, sideways, basically.
Yeah.
That's an ace for Alex, taking the Warriors to 4 points in the third and decisive set. Alex serves.
It's all been the same miss. I mean, contact with the sidewall, then Ben misses the next catch. I mean, not easy, but still. And a big reason why the Warriors have come back and now open up this 4-1 lead in set 3. It's 3 of the 4 so far in this set.
Ben with a powerful backhand wall-to-wall from the left side. Alex on the rebote. That kicked up. Ben advances, makes a difficult catch down low. Bueno's there. Backhand from the 8. Bueno now from the 10 line. Keeps it on the left side. Rebote. That rebound coming off the back wall to the forehand of Alex. Ball tipped. 5 points for Alex and Bueno in the third and decisive set. Possible match point.
Well, you got to give Bueno a lot of credit. I mean, he was the one that was making a bunch of the mistakes early on. Felt like Ben had the advantage here in the back, but that has totally flipped from the midway of the second set. It's been all Warriors.
Bueno gets in there with the catch. Here's the backhand from the 8 line. Rebote for Goanaga. Bueno again. Oh my, ball tipped at the sidewall. Point set in a hard-fought match for Alex and Bueno of the Warriors, taking it the third set, 6-1.
Well, game day's going on to our final match. A chance for the Warriors to end it in a 3-3 tie. They will send out Douglas, who played great his first time out today, but he's taking on team captain Gaucheri of the Renegades. A great one to close things out here, coming up in just a few moments. Bradley on the move, breaking, he got there, blast the forehand, everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit. Gaucheri up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop
what an amazing
by Douglas.
catch.
Gaucheri picks it up in the front court, whips it inside. Another one. Game day score reflecting that win just a few moments ago by Alex and Bueno. See, just one win separating these two teams so far today. The Warriors at the bottom of the standings, they need some points to start moving their way up. The Renegades, with a win right here, would move themselves into a tie for first place with the Cyclones. We're going to hear from Alex and Bueno in a few moments here as some ongoing practice there between Douglas and Gaucheri. Looks like they're ready. Let's hear from our winners. Alex and Bueno there. Congratulations, guys. Alex, I mean, a slow start in the first set for this team, but how'd you like the way you guys responded and just dominated sets 2 and 3?
I think that we started a little bit slow and cold and with a bad strategy. But after we lose our first set, we talk, we change our strategy, passing Goenaga, because he's very dangerous in the happy lines. So we don't want Goenaga throwing the rebotes. So try to wait until Ben fails the balls. And happy for the win.
Yeah, and for Bueno too. I mean, you're a swing court player, played the front, the back, and now for the first time here on this court in the backcourt. How difficult is it to navigate and just work out some of these strange bounces that you're not really used to?
Honestly, with a player like Alex in the front, it's a lot easier than it would be otherwise. You know, like you said, we actually did a good job communicating the strategy, and we came out and we changed it, and we were effective. It is a little bit different than the front court, but you know, it's the same thing as catching a ball. And I played center field too in high school, shortstop center field, so I could make the I could make the adjustment the same. I kind of make it like the way that it is here. So. Alex, I mean, I don't know if that's what I would say, but on the court, yeah, he's definitely a really awesome partner to have, man, and he makes it a lot easier for me out there than it would be otherwise. He's one of the greatest players in the world, and it's an honor to play with him.
Awesome. Awesome, guys. Great win, and we'll see if Douglas can tie up this game day up next. Thank you.
Thank you.
There's the whistle. We're just about ready to begin this final match. Douglas and Gaucheri in singles, too.
Looked like Gaucheri tried to kill one of the judges.
I saw a look.
Completely by accident,
Yeah.
but that door was opening and that ball hit the door. Like, go back in.
Boy, these two players have had just great singles careers. The last 3 seasons combined, Gaucheri's record 17-3, Douglas's record 12-8. Head-to-head, though, Gaucheri's dominated the last couple seasons. He's won all 3 matches. Douglas, though, played great first time out. See if he can carry that over here. There's the serve. And we begin our final match of the game day. Douglas steps back, make the catch of the 9, sends it up high. Gaucheri committed, pulls it in.
See them both committing early to the backcourt. First, Robote opens it up.
Yeah, Robote's right on the wall. Douglas, whoa, tough bounce. Gaucheri with a high scoop, made the play.
But made him work for the catch. This one will pass. Oh, it won't. Ooh.
Gaucheri stepping back.
Look at
Nice
that.
control deep in the backcourt. This one passing up high. Robote coming out. Douglas, forehand, carom Robote. Ooh, not enough. Gaucheri, the 2-wall does, and it scores. First point of our final match goes to Gaucheri, the Renegades.
Forehand, Robote, carom by Douglas. You really, really, really have to. It's one of the rare shots in Jai-Alai. Also, you have to fully commit to blast it, especially against Gaucheri. Douglas knew it when he threw it, though, or just after he threw it.
Douglas waits for that serve on the right side. Long carom. Ooh.
Wow.
He's in. And it scores just inside the boundary line there. Douglas knots it up 1-1.
Okay, that's one I haven't seen before, ever. I mean, I've seen a sidearm carom, but wow. A sidearm carom from there? That's ballsy. I mean, like, basketballsy.
Well, that Robote on the wall again. Douglas moved it to the outside. Gaucheri's there. Robote's dropping. Douglas turns it into a 2-wall. Ooh, but Gaucheri picks it off the net, sends it high, right back to him. Low runner inside. Look at the foot speed by Gaucheri. He makes the play. Backhand's going to clear the screen. Long Robote. It's a forehand. Douglas looking to pass, but Gaucheri cuts it off. Nice catch at the 9.
This is a clinic in positioning.
Douglas to the outside. He passes and scores. 2 points for Douglas. He's got the lead.
Court positioning is impeccable. They know where they want to throw it. Everything about this matchup is impressive with only 3 points on the board.
Douglas moves out to this Robote, turns it at the 7 on a knee. That clears. Gaucheri to the outside. Not gonna dig it out. 3-1 advantage now for Douglas.
Douglas's power there goes in his favor against, we talked about Escapa, or the ball escaping off the right side. So the harder you throw it, the more likely you are to get Escapa. Sometimes it gets really dangerous and heads right for the judges. So you don't want to do that, but that worked for him.
Gaucheri from the corner sends it up high. Now the Robote. It's a forehand for Douglas. Kicks off the sidewall, right back to him. Robote to the inside. Gaucheri on the bounce. Look at that. Nice catch up high on the left side, then sends it deep.
Gaucheri probably does that better than anyone else.
Douglas digs it out. It's a 2-wall, but Gaucheri's on it outside. Carom lands in, and it scores. Second point for Gaucheri. He'll serve.
1 point far harder than the next. The
Yeah.
way that Gaucheri takes the ball on the bounce when he's moving to the inside is just beautiful. Good effort here by Douglas.
I mean, gets a lot on it, Stu. But then the carom makes him pay.
Well, they know each other so well, and they know each other's game so well.
You got to try some different stuff, and that's a little different. But he's still quick. Douglas backed up, makes the catch on the left side, then sends it wall to wall. Gaucheri on the move, Robote 2-wall. He is out. Just a bit wide. That gives Douglas 4.
Again, you could see, again, we're talking about the sidewall helping. I mean, just simply put, this sidewall is harder than the last sidewall. Hence, you saw that Gaucheri's motion hardly did anything to carom it off of it. Wound up going out.
And that wood, too, makes it pretty easy with the boundary lines, still.
Absolutely. There are a few edges there. That's why the red line's there.
Oh, big rebote there. Douglas moving up on it. From the serve box, throws it to wall. That opens and scores 5 points. And a possible set point for Douglas.
Look at that confidence for Douglas. He was running out there. Gaucheri's running out there, and he still threw the coastie. Not because he doesn't respect Gaucheri. That's far from the case. No. He has tremendous respect for Gaucheri. That's confidence. And really well executed.
Yeah, I think before a different court, you had to throw that shot so perfectly, and
right.
if you didn't, you were going to get punished. Here, just kind of fire it quickly, and yeah, let Gaucheri get out there for it, and hasn't made the play yet. Rebote straight to the inside, leaves a tough scoop. Gaucheri made it. The 2-wall is too low. Point and set. Douglas wins the first set 6-2. 2 minutes. Come back and play our second set.
My, oh my. So Douglas has continued what we saw earlier in the game day into this match. This is really one where you can go over and ask him if he wants any water, if he needs anything, but
I think that's what Manny, coming in with a smile.
That's about the only person in the building that could talk to Douglas right now and basically say anything that he might remotely listen to. And that has nothing to do with Douglas being difficult. It's just when he gets locked in, he has this thing. When he gets locked in, it's...
I mean, it looks pretty good, Stu. We saw it doubles right here in singles. 6-2, he takes the first set over Gaucheri, and, well, that's something he hasn't done against Gaucheri in over a year. I mean, his last 3 matches, Douglas has never won the first set. He's won set 2 of the 3 times, but again, no wins, no first set victories, but trying to turn the tide today, and he's halfway to ending this game day in a 3-3 tie.
Oh, I think we know what's going to happen with the guy in the orange and white shirt. I don't see Gaucheri going down. I was about to say without a fight. That's kind of silly. It's like some of the best, most aggressive competitions we've seen have been between Gaucheri and Douglas for years now.
We can combine, those guys have accounted for 4 of the 8 Battlecourt championships as #1 players. So, I mean, you can see why 2 of the best.
You look at those banners over there on the railing?
Yeah, just a little quick math, Stu.
Do you know that I used to sit there in 1991
so it would have been
and smoke a cigar? Exactly, right where the Cyclones
like this, just to the left of that?
Literally, I would sit there, and Adam, who does not have a headset on, but who is now closer to the organization, he'd occasionally sit up there with me.
Is that enclosed?
Next to it is enclosed.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that is enclosed. I haven't taken you up there?
No, not yet. We'll have to
We
go.
can visit at some point. I mean, Andrew gets out of here really quick.
Oh, not today. I got...
Why, do you have something to do? Do you have an assignment? EPL assign you something?
No, I'm just going to get some throws in, honestly. There's that look, Stu. You can see right there where those banners are located.
Yeah. Thank you.
There's a serve. Set 2 has begun with an over serve. First fault. Second serve here coming up.
Little trip down Amnesia Lane. That'll be happening frequently here as long as they give me a microphone. I'm convinced they're going to take it away. I saw someone interviewing the other day. They weren't sizing your chair.
Look, Stu, as long as we don't go up on the catwalk here, I'm fine.
That won't be
I got one place I'm not going, and that's there. Anywhere else, I'll let you take me there. Big backhand. That narrowly clears the screen, but kind of feeding this rebote for Gaucheri. Turns it inside, but Douglas lines it up off the side wall. Backhand kicking up and out. Gaucheri, another powerful rebote, comes right up the middle. Inside placement there from Douglas. Faked him out. That scores. First point for Douglas here to begin set 2.
That is Gaucheri showing respect to the costado of Douglas, is exactly what that is. Gaucheri's got to commit. We see this with other players. He doesn't half commit and then cheat back to the inside. Fully commits. Douglas executes. Very well done.
Gaucheri from the 10 line. Rebote coming out. Quick turn by Douglas. Sends Gaucheri back, but he makes the catch in the air. Ooh, got caught between 2 throws. Not a great drop shot. Douglas moving up on it. Sends it back inside. Makes it 2-0. Just too much space here. Yep. Gaucheri committing to the outside when Douglas has established the 2-wall.
You have to respect it. You have to respect it. That's what you want in that game. Be able to take it on the costado, be standing mid-court a little further out. Your opponent doesn't know if you're throwing it inside or 2-all. What a catch.
Cherry trapped deep in the corner, comes out on the left side. Now Douglas backing up. Winds up the forehand, powerfully thrown. 3-wall play into the chick-chack where it scores. 3 points there for Douglas.
So Douglas may or may not have heard a story or two about the role of the forehand chick-chack passing on this court by history. Oh, look at Gaucheri.
Gaucheri goes way up with that serve. May have fed the rebote. Douglas moving back. 2-wall off the rebote. What a pick off the net. Gaucheri sends it high where it scores. Now Gaucheri on the board in set 2.
Douglas was committed, and the truth is that was a beautiful 2-wall. That was a beautifully executed 2-wall. You don't get credit for it. This is a beautifully executed 2-wall, read perfectly by Gaucheri. And the power to pass Douglas.
Gaucheri went back, now trying to get out there for the rebote late, turns it on the right side, but can't get a lot on it. Douglas, high to pass.
Too much.
It's going to stay to the inside. Gaucheri, diving save. 2-wall, opens, and it scores. Douglas fires it by, makes it 4-1.
Well, if anyone's capable of coming back, it sure is Gaucheri, but man, Douglas looks like he is collecting all the fares on this bus.
2-wall here, and yeah, I mean, making him cover the entire length and width of this court, and not easy to do that. 4-1 here in set 2. High bouncing serve, Gaucheri opens up with the backhand. This one stays a little bit lower on the wall. Douglas picks it off, 2-wall coming in. Gaucheri's on it. Sends it high, over Douglas's head, lands in and scores. 3-wall makes it 2 points for Gaucheri.
Got to admire the fact he still went for it. Gaucheri moved up on it well. Not a particularly great Costalo 2-wall, but Gaucheri's returns have been flawless when he's passed Douglas on the 3-wall. Douglas has really got no play on that.
Douglas tries to go wall to wall. He does. Gaucheri. That rebote came up on him quick. He made the save. Douglas with a lunge, crashes into the side wall and sends it into the corner. Gaucheri quick turn on another rebote. Douglas in front of him. He's got the 2-wall. It opens and scores. That's 5 points here for Douglas. Possible set and a possible match point.
Love to watch both of them play, but love good Jai-Alai better than anything. I don't care who's playing it. And that is just so well done. Especially you see a player turning a corner in their career potentially.
High bouncer again, Gaucheri from the 10 line. Douglas tipped it, reaching back behind him. Gives Gaucheri a 3rd point and the serve back, but still Douglas with a possible match point.
We talk about committing. It's not just a question of body, but if you're going to come this far back, you have got to commit to the catch. You can tip it. I mean, you can miss it, but you got to be fully committed.
Well, Douglas picks that serve up off the side wall. Sends it high. Gaucheri moving out to the rebote. Turns it to the outside. This one stays right up the middle. Inside placement, long run. Gaucheri with a fine scoop. There's the backhand. Douglas tries to pass. Oh my, Gaucheri committed.
What a great catch.
Keeps the match going. Rebote comes up high. It's a 2-wall, but it's too low for Douglas. Right in the pad. The pad is bad. That's 4 for Gaucheri now. Hanging around in this second set.
That was bold. No question it was bold. He was deep. He was right against the side wall. Far back in the court. Still possible match point here for Douglas, which would tie the game day. But again,
well, the pressure's totally flipped back to Douglas
100%.
now. I mean, Gaucheri's all the pressure coming in to win the day for his team. He's won the last 3 matches. Now Douglas up 5-2. He's let a few slip away. He's starting to feel it a little bit, I'm sure. See if he can close it out right here, though. Douglas high, hard forehand. Passing goes Sherry. Will he get out to it? He turns it into a 2-wall, but Douglas stopped. Will get interference, and the point will be replayed.
Yeah, I agree with that interference call. I mean, I know Gosheri doesn't. He literally took power off of it to throw it gently, to throw it soft. But you'll see Douglas's clear access to the ball.
Yeah. Yeah, and truthfully, I mean, if you're Douglas, you want to play through that.
No, 100%.
Because if he makes the catch, the match could be over.
He would have had to have run right over Gosheri's back to do it.
That's the right thing to do. If you're not 1,000% sure you can make the catch, you can stop and just redo the point. But, yeah, I mean, in that case in particular, if he makes the play, match could be over. That serve is dropping. Douglas picks it up off the wall. Sherry moving out there late, tracks it down, shoots it high and deep. Oh, Robote turned
what
up
a
high.
save. Oh, my
it's in
goodness.
Play. It's got a big bounce. So Sherry's waiting for it on the net. 3-wall again. He gets it by, and it scores. So we are tied up here at 5-5. It is a possible match point for Douglas, and it is set point here for Gosheri.
Gosheri's ability to focus on the ball, move to it, and stop it. And then return it out of reach of Douglas is pretty much well unmatched. Is it me or did it get quiet in here all of a sudden?
Very quiet. Douglas climbs the wall, picks that serve off.
Uh-oh.
Into the corner, not a lot on that. Robote, it escaped, and it's out of play. Point, set, and match. Douglas takes it in straight sets, 6-2, 6-5. And the game day ends in a 3-3 tie.
Again?
Warriors come back, win the final 2 matches. We will hear from Douglas, a big part of their success today, in just a few moments.
I hear someone knocking, Andrew. Can you check and see who that is?
All right, boys, who we betting on?
However you bet, whoever you are, the sportsbook for every kind of player. Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us.
Folks, we're joined by team captain of the Warriors. That is Douglas, winning both of your matches today. And Gosheri, the last couple seasons, had a 3-0 record against you in singles. But what changed tonight?
Yeah, I think new court. I think it's a combination for both of us. New court, new ball, just different play style than we're used to for the past 4 or 5 years. So, I don't know, today I came out, like in the doubles match, I came out confident, came out throwing a lot of shots. I kept that same mentality in the singles, and, it got closer at the end, but luckily I was able to pull through.
Yeah, we talk about it a lot on the broadcast, but if you play well in the first match, does that really carry over into the next match and give you a lot of confidence moving forward?
No, 100%. It's like all sports. I mean, confidence is one of the main factors. Yeah. And today I was confident, and, it's not going to be like that every day, but today went my way, so hopefully we can carry that through the rest of the season. Glad I was able to get my team a 1.5 there.
One quick question here,
Douglas,
Andrew.
Great win for you today. 2 wins for you in singles and doubles. Thank you for the time.
Thank you.
And that's going to do it for us today. Don't forget, we're back in action tomorrow night, as we are Tuesday through Thursday, 3 p.m. Eastern Time, and then Fridays at 7. We'll see you tomorrow, everyone.